recap. One of these times I'll remember it in the first part of the sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs inspiration right now. Well,
Beach
Chara
episode.
needs their inspiration.
It was beach episode.
Yeah. Beach episode, fun ocean fight.
There's a lot of
the car,
shenanigans and some other stuff happened before the beach episode, but I don't remember it all. Someone please take over.
We got
Yes.
Bala stole my fucking bowl.
No, technically, not
Scythe stole the ball.
Stole the ball.
Yeah.
Bala tried first.
He did.
Yeah, and then Scythe came in, fucking RKO out of nowhere, stealing that shit and broke it to bits. And Cybele fixed it later.
Now Cybele has it. Cybele did steal the ball.
Cybele didn't steal it, he was just like, I fixed the bowl if anyone wants it, and no one got it. So now he has the funky ocean bowl.
He stole the ball.
Yeah.
That was fun.
There was also teaching the dragon how to swim in a human body.
Mm.
And then
Didn't you
Chara
all
has
go
his
to
moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
bookstore?
Where did we go? Yeah, we went to. I said we got books. I said
What books did you get?
two books on dragons,
Hmm.
and then
And I believe some stuff on basic magic for famous.
yeah, and Felicity didn't want anything, although we did
As
offer.
well as something that deals slightly more into the weirder magics, because Seamus was interested in something to deal with.
Mm.
I think you
luck
found one
and
about
chance.
fates and stuff like that.
And fates and weird shit. So yeah.
I want my Whataburger. I got French fries and onion rings.
Nice.
Yes, and then Chara had his thing, which
Yeah.
you know,
Chara had fun times down on the dock.
Yeah, but
Fun
it's yours.
times.
Meeting a person who fucking stole his child. I'm gonna
Well, if you were
fucking
there.
punch this guy. I'm gonna punch you now. Fuck you.
Ooh.
How dare you make fun of my own bad decisions?
Just sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You'll get
My
used
bad.
to it. She does that. She calls me out on mine all the time.
I'll continue. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically,
and
you didn't
then-
say you had your child, but you just knew where they were.
Yeah, it's same difference. He's fucking I want to fucking punch this guy. He's such a fucking punchable thing. And then Chara had like 5 mental breakdowns and went to people who he somewhat trusts and somewhat know his secrets of Berlioz and Seamus.
No. I'm gonna correct you. You said you could not trust us as far as you could throw us.
He could throw you like maybe a centimeter. Maybe.
That's small.
You
Seamus
might
like
get
2
Seamus
centimeters.
further.
Yeah. It also depends on what form Berlioz is taking on.
True.
Yeah, I could just turn into a small creature. Be easier to just throw.
Yeah. And I could also just like polymorph you into a like a little rat or something. Just yeet.
We're getting distracted.
I
mean,
We're
what?
getting
I don't
distracted.
Wait, I'm sorry. Stay trailing there.
We're getting distracted. But so he gave us the deets.
We're gonna go rob the house. Not rob the house. We're gonna go investigate the house.
Yeah.
And not the dark of night that makes it look like we're robbing the house.
Yeah.
We're not robbing his place.
Investigate.
Like, you can do whatever you want. Feel free.
Don't fucking rob fucking don't. Just don't.
Oh, Chara, you did go drink at the bar, by the way. I don't know if you are going to decide what kind of consequences to your actions that has.
I will totally not rob.
Hammered, but like he drinks enough to, with the stress of the day, pass out at the bar, and then maybe get moved by a bartender or some shit to somewhere else, or just stay at the bar, whichever they want. Oh yeah. For real.
My person with my
Definitely hang
whatever
up.
needs to hurry up.
Well, if we are planning any kind of investigation of a place, I'd like to have some of our muscle with us, just in case things go not great.
That's fair. We can certainly pick them up in the morning.
Yeah, I think we'll start with Chara and Cybele and
Yeah.
wherever Uri ended up. Unfortunately, it wasn't
Yeah.
there, so it was kind of hard to just stick him somewhere because everybody is kind of doing their own thing. But
I'll kind of allow you to do that. Like,
Yeah, I
Bro,
mean,
probably-
for
he's
the
still
sake of
wandering the
being-
street, going off the low to find Cybele.
he's still like just walking up and down the streets. Like, I don't know, maybe somebody will jump out at me and tell me where to go.
So
Nah,
lost.
I was just gonna stick you with following Chara, so
Okay,
that you
yeah,
could,
well,
you know, I mean, you were already there with Chara and Cybele originally, so it's not like it'd be weird.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I get you.
Chara gets up with the sun like always, so he probably would have headed out almost immediately to meet Cybele.
Well, yeah. Oh, wasn't Chara staying with Cybele at the workshop?
It was,
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that works too. What did we say? It
Yeah.
was like 3 days, pretty much working nonstop. Cyber would have got the job done, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, and Cybele started a bit yesterday, but I didn't want to feel left out, so he was at the beach episode, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, no, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Jakar is able to get his Jakarm.
Yeah.
If you guys want to have an interaction there, by all means, go ahead. That's kind of funny to me.
Well, is the Drakon is currently in progress at the moment, so
Oh.
I don't really know what there is to interact the best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But-
In case there's anything you wanted to add in to it, the addition of giving it to him or explaining the Jakarm.
Well, it's not done yet, is it?
I think you technically still have one more day. Only been 2.
Yeah. But at this point, I'd imagine like Cyber would probably like done a decent bit in the night, and it would be like you could see like sections of musculature like that are like built out. None of it's all connected yet, but like there's like thick tubing and like some kind of like crystal condensing point and like all sorts of sort of shit all over. Like the hand is like ready. There's no points of articulation. All the joints are like, it looks like a hand just with no joints. You can, like, see it taking shape.
Jakar's pay grade.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think-
for real.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. I do have a question though. How
Yes.
does the, connect to me? Like, I get the physical aspect, but more, how am I going to move it?
Right. Yes, that is one thing. I've never made the prosthesis before, but I have looked into the theory of it. From what I understand, there's sort of 2 ways to go about this. One, have it a purely magical connection and sort of strap it onto your armless area. Or I can drive a metal spike into your bone and it can connect to your nerves. Which would you prefer?
Holy shit.
I mean, both are true. I mean, these are your options.
I can't exactly claim to be a fan of either option presented. On
Yes.
one hand, the one sounds exponentially less painful, but I also feel like it probably has the greater room of error, especially because I don't understand how the fuck magic works.
It takes one to spell magic spell to fuck that over.
I do not believe. I do not
Arms
believe
just left
that.
in a massive heap.
Yeah, I do not believe that it being a purely magical connection would change anything, at least reactionary. It would still work as normal. It would be more a matter of, it's just the connection point and how secure you want it to be. The spike would be more secure, but run the risk of damage should it be torn off again. The other one is you got to keep the straps strong and well maintained.
Yeah, given the fact that half of my role in fights is getting hit, maybe having things that if they get hit put me at risk aren't a great idea.
Yes. I do believe that earlier that we spike your arm, the better, but I understand something like that might require some kind of preparation time. So if you would like to take that, please take that.
I'm gonna just need you to hit me with it quick. The more I think about it, the more.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I kind of have to drill into your arm, so it's not exactly a fast process.
No,
But
it's not exactly the speed I'm thinking about. It's more, am I gonna have time to overthink this? And if you start now, it'll be too late to overthink it.
all right, I will begin. If you want, you can pet Sai. Please do not crush him in the process. Then Sai will get out like one of the old-timey drills where like the fucking big ass thing we'd handle. Yeah, like this is D&D. You don't have fucking power drills. It's like one of the big old ones. Just to fucking like get that shit, like find the right spot on the arm, like dig it into like what flesh has healed over, and then just start fucking turning.
Hmm.
That shit would hurt like hell.
Yeah. This is an agonizing process. I thought about it. I couldn't rationally rage in the scenario because it would only make it take longer because I becomes harder to pierce.
Yeah.
Okay. For funsies,
Yeah.
I need Bible to roll me a. We'll do a D10.
I swear to God, if I
D10.
fuck this up.
No.
Okay.
I lied. D4. We're not gonna go crazy.
D4. Okay.
Not too crazy. So beginning of session.
Or how do you roll specific dice?
When you go down below into the dice tray down there, you should be able to click just the D4. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why that makes me laugh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's digging into the fucking bone.
And then we get to have I need Jakar to make a Constitution save. Okay, so the good news is you pass.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, good. See, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You can still take 11 points of damage.
Yikes. Yeah. Like, as soon as Cyborg's got the hole deep enough, he'd find a piece of metal, which he would have had prepared, because he would have been thinking about this, and he would have made it in the night. And, like, for the connection point, like, pretty, like, decently thick, especially given Jakar's bigness.
Yeah.
Put it into the drill hole.
Nothing.
Did he also set up a sanitary area? This is like medical surgery
yeah,
here.
He would have sanitized it. He's not a healer per se. He would have sanitized it. But he is also going to put on some like healing mush and cast soothing salve or cure wounds on that shit.
I'm sorry, but really quickly, I'm just thinking about nothing quite wakes you up in the morning like a metal rod being shoved directly into your nerve endings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that shit? I don't. Do I have to hit the big old thing that says healing after?
Yep.
There you go. Nice.
Okay, not bad.
I almost get everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that would like close that shit up around the piece of metal, and it would definitely feel very foreign for the probably a couple days until you get used to it and the nerve endings don't grow around it.
Well, that was an agonizing process.
Yes, the worst of it is now over. It'll certainly become more tolerable coming days. And I've started the general healing process. It might be a good idea to pump lots of healing magic into it to speed up the process, but that also requires a lot of expenditure of spell power.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Just don't get that torn out meanwhile.
It was not fine.
Bleeding everywhere, inside and out.
Yeah, for real.
They done took my shoulder rod.
Oh. Someone cast heat metal. Does anyone else smell meat roasting?
Oh god, that would be heat metal directly onto nerve endings.
Yeah, that would stop. That would be horrid. Jesus.
That's pain.
I just realized.
If I get hit with
grasp straight to the nervous system.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. That'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a nice going.
I'm feeling nice, and Cyborg's probably not going to be in this shit. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds again.
What were you saying, your eye?
I was thinking about this. Didn't you say that Uri was with Draco and Cyborg at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking Uri singing back to
watching this shit like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Cyborg has just been ignoring you because he's been told that you're dead, and he's worried about seeing a ghost.
I feel like Cyborg's just actively ignoring him, like he's not there.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just like standing right in front of him while he's drilling it in. Hello?
Or your eyes like, hello? What? Hello?
What's going on? I'm both bored if this does fuck me over and I can't get my shit. It will be kind of funny.
Yeah.
I just don't get my upgraded shit. It's fine.
Imagine.
That just depends.
Well,
my fucking bones.
Hold on. I'm gonna make a fucking some kind of check so I will see if you still realize it's a ghost. It's like
an intelligence check. It's like
yeah, bro
Yeah,
is like generally smart, so if he doesn't fucking
I really was
God, that thing shot out like a freaking
bro,
it rolled so close to like a 3 there for me. I was like, oh.
It was right next to a 1. I was kind of hoping for it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but 23. I'm pretty sure bro realizes.
I think at this point he's just actively ignoring you.
I have to keep up with the bit now.
The bit is funny, but also
No, I know.
You're right.
It is what it is. I'll survive.
All right.
Say, knowing, like, fucking being in the back, just like scheming, rubbing hands together.
Yeah. Cyber would have like looked at you pointedly and be like a look. He can't emote, but a look of realization goes across his face, and he just keeps going about his business and doesn't say shit.
You know what do I notice? That is the question. Let's roll an insight check.
All the checks being rolled.
Yeah, I guess. Fucking just normal.
Currently,
I think so.
There's a 12 pass DM. Well, I guess
on an insight check, that's not for me. That's for Cyber.
Yeah.
I mean, going off of my passive deception or persuasion, they're both 11. So
technically,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would probably notice and just kind of still sit back because they are performing surgery right now. You're all getting a new arm, so I'm not gonna just say like, "Hey, so I know you're busy and all, but I got something."
Yeah.
The only thing playing through my head right now is just the fucking femur breaker scream. It's not accurate to Drakar's actual reaction, but I'm more thinking for the average person, yeah, that'd be about right for what's happening.
Yeah. Now his physical pain matches his mental pain.
Exactly. What does it?
Shower thoughts with Jakar. Okay. Awesome. So through literal blood, sweat, and tears, Jakar has an almost new arm. That's exciting.
Yeah. Like 1 day. 1 3/4 days.
Yeah.
1.5.
That sounds really silly, actually, when we say it like that.
Yeah. I can't wait for Drakar to get like called on by like Burles and Seamus, and then have to explain to them why there is just a metal rod partially sticking out of his shoulder socket now.
Poor fucking Cybele, just don't touch anything with this. With what?
Like the slightest into that would fucking send horrible pain.
I probably don't have to tell you to not do this, but don't stick it in a socket.
I'm sorry. Now
is there any socket that it would fit?
I'm not even thinking about the socket at this point. I'm thinking about imagine hitting a tuning fork off of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like metal on metal contact alone would make you want to break your teeth.
Jeebus. By the gods.
Oh, he's got to add another teeth to his collection somehow.
Drakar quite literally is just in a state where it's just pain, agony even, suffering, if you will.
Cybele would make you some tea or some shit to try and help. Like using some healing herbs he's collected over the time that he's been here. Which isn't much. He's not much of a healer.
He's doing his best. That was the best
think
part
what
of Cybele.
I think what I find funnier is Drakar, as far as Drakar really understands, this is the process that anyone with a prosthetic goes through.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Depends on the prosthetic.
Yeah, it depends on the prosthetic, but it's not that dissimilar though.
Yeah. I mean, I literally learned this shit from how this shit works in real life, so it's accurate mostly.
Awesome. I guess we will go ahead and jump back then to Chara and the boys. I don't recall personally whether or not you had planned on doing the investigation in the morning or later in the evening, but that is entirely up to you guys.
Warning, I don't want to be arrested for looking like we're gonna break and enter into someone's house.
Yeah.
No beanie.
No, Beanie? Are you sure?
I love bacon and eggs, though.
We get some breakfast, then we can do crime without
you can-
time.
Not doing
Guys,
crime.
you know I can't
Please.
crime on an empty stomach.
I mean, Kara can
that's the first
definitely
thing.
like the food.
That's the first thing they teach you in rogue school. No crime on empty stomach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
your stomach growls. It's all over.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So you guys are heading out right away?
Sure, there's no witnesses.
Well,
Yeah.
food first, but
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, fruit first. Yeah, Kara's in definitely a state. Bro needs some like coffee and shit. He's a bit hungover.
Fair enough.
Aurelius is definitely letting Felicity know what is going on.
Oh, that you guys are gonna go break and enter?
It's not breaking if it's his place.
We're not.
It's
We're
not
not
his
breaking
place.
an entry.
Technically, it's not his
It's
place,
technically
but
It's close enough.
Okay.
Semantics.
It's not breaking and entering if somebody did it before us and we just stepped through the door that's open.
Okay.
technically the one that
I
did it
mean-
before you was Chara. I don't know if that's a better
Seamus
case
don't
for
know
you.
that. Seamus
But-
don't know if he broke and entered or used a key, okay?
It technically wasn't me. I wasn't looking as myself. I
Seamus
was...
also isn't going to ask questions because he knows better.
That's much appreciated.
Anyways, Aurelius is letting her know and inviting her to the crime.
Oh my god, you're inviting Felicity to your crimes?
Fuck yes, let's teach this dragon all the wrong things. Let's go.
I mean, the only thing.
Me
Okay.
above board know copper dragons are pranksters. I above board know this. So, add to the trio.
I'm not gonna say that Felicity is exactly full personality of a copper dragon, but I would think that what she would share with you guys is that some form of ignorance to breaking and entering being like a human interaction thing y'all just do. But yes, she would fully understand what it is you're talking about, whether she says she understands or not. She'd go.
Wonderful.
Right.
Wow, more to the merrier of this breaking and entering.
Inviting the Chara, like, doesn't enjoy inviting some basically random person to fucking this, but me, Echo, I fucking love it. This is so stupid.
Don't worry,
What's
Kara,
fun
it's a dragon.
for
They
us
might
is
know.
trying to be nice and not leave her alone without knowing where they are.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
I mean,
probably
she
a good
probably
idea.
would have been fine if you just left her, but also at the same time,
Okay, but do you expect Aurelius to think this? No.
she's not an imputrid little child.
No, it's not that. It's
Are
more
you
that
sure?
he's trying to be courteous and is like, if you want to.
I mean, yeah, like if the offer's there, she wouldn't say no.
I bought you. You're my friend now.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
We're having soft tacos later.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Oh.
I know you said it definitely out of character, but I think if you had mentioned at any point that she was purchased. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I would just say I would not say that out loud.
No. I
Oh,
never,
definitely out of character.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
Jesus.
people tend to be frowned upon.
How to lose a dragon in 1 second.
Seamus was ready to murder the party for looking at a child wrong. Okay? His own group. Slavery is not something he would advocate anywhere.
What, you hear my friend now? It just sounds so silly though when you say it.
I like how that's happening in the background. Meanwhile, one of us is being ignored, one of us is being a surgeon, and the other is in agonizing pain, happening at roughly the same time.
You're my friend now.
Right, yeah, we're gonna collect now.
Oh my god.
All I could think of was just fucking you rising in a fucking like a chair in the back, lean back, just puts on glass and starts fucking reading slowly.
I mean, there would
Anyways.
definitely be like plenty of books down in the forge area. Well, away from the forge itself. But yeah.
Anyways, I was just trying to be courteous. She doesn't have to join us in the crimes, and he would not phrase it as crimes.
Hmm.
How would you phrase it?
Oh my god.
This does
You
matter.
can't ask me this. One of our
We're going
friends-
house looking.
This doesn't matter how you phrase it.
I know, I'm working on it.
I've already told you above game though that she is going to go with you in your invitation.
Oh.
I
Amos definitely refers to her as a friend, if that counts for anything.
she
built Sandcastles
accepts your
together.
friendship. Yeah. She sees you as a friend for sure. To be honest, she thinks all of you are friends.
No, bro. I feel like Berlios would just probably just be straightforward with her on this. Sorry, Chara.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You just pretty much explained like the other person, Chara, the other changeling, that one, has a daughter. Apparently kidnapped. He wants us to go.
Oh, I thought you were putting the
To-
apparently on him having a daughter. Has a daughter, didn't know. Found out yesterday.
No.
So do you.
I've known the whole time.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I
It's like
just,
fucking date.
I know. I couldn't believe that
Anyways.
either. So fast.
We
God, Kara shit is just getting sent right to the top of the fucking list. I hate it.
So he wants to go look for something in the house. I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for, which is going to lead us to maybe need to open the door unethically, aka without a key,
I'll handle
to
that
go
part.
in. Are you in the room with us?
Did you leave the room?
Oh, like if you didn't leave the room. Oh, well, technically, Felicity had her own room.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
left the room, Seamus would have been following. I don't know if you noticed, he's been like a lost
Yeah,
puppy for the most part.
He wouldn't even let you go to the fucking bookstore alone. He didn't want to be left alone.
He might be clingy. My bad.
You can't
That's okay.
blame him though. He went through a lot.
Anyways, we're gonna unethically break into someone's house to go find clues to be able to save this man's daughter. I think, hopefully, that is the goal. As briefly as I can summarize it, without inaccurately stating something.
Incriminating myself and my friends all in one go. On our way to solve another mystery, gang. All right, yeah,
Just
she'll go with you.
do this shit.
Let's spooky do spoopy in the do gang.
Let's Scooby-Doo this shit.
Let me go ahead and switch. I'm going to. So at the current moment, it is just Chara, Berlioz, Seamus, and Felicity, right?
Yeah.
I do
We
believe
didn't
Seamus
get
would
anyone.
mention grabbing some muscle if possible, as a just in
Oh.
case.
I
Because
mean,
if somebody
if we
was
did-
kidnapped,
That-
there's no telling if they might come back.
I mean,
for
that
other
would be a
people.
conversation amongst yourselves.
Well, yeah,
I
that's what
mean-
I'm saying. Is you would mention it to Berlioz.
I'm not opposed. it would certainly help should there be trouble. I mean, I was there the other day. I didn't find any untoward characters, and as far as I'm aware, there isn't any mysterious basements that will hold evil people, I think.
Imagine. After everything you guys went through, there's just another spooky ass basement cave.
At least a little paranoid.
That's fair, given everything
All else
that's
fails,
happened.
we can just have one of the muscle help move things around when we need it.
Yes, that would help. But some of our muscle is missing some of his muscle, so I'm not sure how helpful.
I'm pretty sure with one arm, he still outmuscles most of us, if not all of us. Or at least the current group.
Well, quite
Dragon
point
aside. I honestly don't know how strong you are in that form. He looked at Felicity.
I can be quite strong if I try.
Check out at some point.
She's swole.
She like holds up like a little chicken wing, you know. She definitely is not a jacked woman, a human woman.
Damn.
So yeah,
skill issue.
And much as we give him shit all the time, technically Uri could also help.
I suppose looping the whole group in would probably also be a good idea in general.
It also saves us an explanation for every individual person at some point.
At this point, you just need to tell everyone. I think at this point, we just need to come clean.
I sort of figured as much. It's kind of putting it off in general. Telling you guys yesterday was kind of a lot to begin with, but to be fair, I was also not. I'm in a better state this morning. I was, so I should be able to handle it. So yes, let's collect the others. Let's bolster our ranks. I think that's the right term. I don't know. I'm not a soldierman.
It's close enough. We can work with that.
Yeah. So we go and get the people.
Going to get the people. All right.
We must be reunited before we move on.
Yeah, you guys would go to find Cybele, and checking out his handiwork of a giant rod sticking out of poor Jakar's shoulder.
Holy shit! Why is there so much blood?
Jakar's just sitting there like, hi.
You're more pale than normal.
I had yet chance to clean it up. I apologize.
It was definitely an interesting sight.
That is what happens when someone drills directly into your shoulder.
I might actually be sick. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Yes, it is not a sight for everyone's eyes.
This is gone.
Huh.
It is a necessary step in Jakam. I have yet to come up with a proper name.
In the weird sort of
fashion. Looking at Jakar for a second, being like, is it mean that I kind of want to attach like a little tiny sword on there just so you can swing it around?
I would not know.
In the weird sort of fashion, I can almost feel changes in air pressure just based on how it interacts with the metal. It is not a comfortable feeling, but I can feel it.
Well, hopefully that changes over time. That doesn't seem like a great thing.
Yes.
Huh. I'm gonna go upstairs too.
That is fair.
We do have some things to talk about momentarily after whatever when you're done. Bye.
That's fair. Goodbye. See you later.
You actually gonna turn to the other and say, "Are we the weird ones here?"
Yes.
I see. Oh, hey, you finally answered me.
I don't know how to clean the blood on my side.
Prestidigitation.
Do any of us have that? I know Cybele doesn't.
I think the two
Chara would've
people that went
also-
upstairs are the ones.
If you just yell for Seamus, his little legs haven't carried him far.
I mean, this
He's like
seems
halfway
like
up.
it seems like a generally suitable amount of blood that it shouldn't make either of them too sick. I think.
It wasn't. It mostly, for the most part, I was digging into the bones, so it wasn't a lot of blood coming out. Lots of bone marrow. Bone marrow. I'm not
Yeah, but
biologist.
hot bone smells. Let me tell you, as someone
Yeah.
who smells hot bones, they do not smell good.
Yeah.
Me knowing good and damn well I'm drinking bone broth right now.
Cybele
Bone broth.
No,
with no
that's-
olfactory nerves.
That is a dude. Like,
I know. I know it's different.
no.
The actual way that bones. Yeah. It's just kind of a weird, not a great sensation. Just generally interacting with bones.
And like it's
Yes.
a mixture of that smell and the blood smell, like contained in a like pretty much box.
Or it's also in a hot forge as well.
Yeah.
Like, it would not be good.
For Seamus,
So-
most of the grossness is seeing a rod sticking out of flesh with it like grown around the rod, like healed around it.
Yeah, it's only slightly grown, but it would be like a good few inches out of his like arm, his shoulder. Would not look
You can
bogged
hang
down.
your clothing on there.
Yeah, please don't.
It wouldn't sit.
You definitely could, but it's not recommended.
I would suggest covering it for the others' sake, but I don't think you really could.
I'm
I-
making a giant
I
Lego
don't-
head to put on that thing.
Oh
I
my
hear a
God.
staple gun.
I will like reach up and use magical tinkering to make the arms like the that smell slightly better because I can do odor with that. It's not the best, but it's something.
I think Drakar will. I think Drakar will end up going upstairs eventually. This is such a. He's taking extra care to avoid corners because the last thing he needs is to bump into something.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Fuck that. Ah.
That would
Yeah,
be horrid.
He's gonna. At some point, Drakar's gonna clip a doorway and just crumple.
My brain is just imagining getting a sledgehammer and just driving it all the way in.
All right, besties. Let's we got it. We got the rod. It hurts. Let's
Yeah, we-
not.
Mm.
My brain's dying from this.
Do we want to hear my whole fortune?
sure.
That's
And not
good.
half of a fortune?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see it.
It says you will discover new strength in an ongoing battle.
Hey, that's a good fortune for this.
For y'all or for me?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say he's the DM.
I think
Yeah.
we could really do that to Jakar, because at least we know what it is going to be. The fucking arm, but you know.
I mean, at least it was an ominous like mine.
Yeah.
Yours was only
Yeah.
ominous because you literally only had half.
I ain't the other.
We were in the middle of fucking session and 1 week, and she just goes unmutes herself, and it's all quiet, and all you hear is, "I ate half of my fortune," and that's it. Nothing else was said.
Damn.
Drakar does eventually come up. All right, so what exactly did we need to talk about?
Oh, shit.
Right.
Prestidigitation,
That's-
prestidigitation.
I'm just going to minor illusion that'll. It
All right.
looks like there's nothing. That. Yeah. Actually, should I not do that so you don't hit it on shit? That.
Yeah, no, don't do
Look,
that. You just explain things with Jakar. I'll go down and help
Right.
clean up the rest of the mess real quick.
Yes. Has Orai also come upstairs or?
I think UI would have stayed back just for a second to say, "Can you walk on some stuff for me? Smile. I'll pay you with whatever gold Seamus has."
Oh,
Mind you, not with Seamus' fucking knowledge of this, but
you're
About that.
also knowledge.
Whenever I take
Oh.
breaks on Drakar's project, I will work on whatever this is. So I will take no breaks, technically. What do you need?
Take your time. So I'm gonna kind of pull out the chainmail. So I had this made for me. This was a very nice mythical chainmail, made it light, and it kind of increased the defensive capabilities.
Yes.
And it kind of failed, which was
How so?
I just stopped learning or stopped using magic.
Okay.
And then and I'll kind of pull out the blueprint. We've had a bit of
Right.
scenarios where we've just not been able to make this. So, I have returned paper to you.
Right. It probably doesn't help that the image illusion of the group is still on that, so I'll just... And it's gone. That makes it easier to read. That should help. Alright. I will work on this when I can.
Thank you very much.
I totally didn't fucking... I've partly forgotten about this, and I had no plans for it to begin with. I was just throwing it on other people because I could. So,
That's
figure out... It was like a gun blueprint, wasn't it?
Yeah, magic gun blueprint. I can send what I got. Like, obviously.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Okay. But you can continue for now, DM. I'll just send you both the things real fast. I don't think there's gonna be much of a change for the other thing, but
Yeah, well, I'll work on that shit when I can, and Sai will work on that shit when he can.
Yeah, Cybul and I would have to talk outside of game for that specific instance, because obviously the visible confusion on a robot's face when you say this item doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
I kind of said the magic kind of just fizzled out. But
well,
that's
technically, yes, it's classified as a magical item. However, technically, the way the mithril armor works is that it's the material. That's why I'm sure he was a little confused when you're like, it just doesn't work anymore. And you're like, what?
It don't work. I need fix, please.
That's not how it works, or doesn't work.
Yeah. And obviously, like, you got time. I'm not.
So yeah, it is in a homebrewed kind of a thing of why it currently doesn't work. Which is why I'll have to talk to you, Echo, after, or just at a later time.
Figure it out.
I would be very interested to see if Cybul can figure it out, truthfully. Because if you can, it's gonna make a very interesting dynamic. We'll definitely talk about that for sure. Outside of the tonight's session.
Yeah. And also, I'll be honest with you, I have nothing with a gun. I just remember it was supposed to be a magic gun that shot different types of magic bullets. Fire, ice, lightning.
I honestly don't remember. That must have been shit that you guys came up with, because I just gave gun blueprints with an image on it. That's it.
You're good.
Yeah.
I don't think anything was honestly defined in that.
Yeah, I planned nothing for that. I was just like, Cyber was already planning on making shit for people. That just happened to be what happened. So.
Yeah, no, I get you. That's the only thing I remember. Like, obviously, you can do whatever you want. You're the one to make it. So,
I have some ideas.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we'll workshop that together too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have dragged everybody along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you, counting Felicity.
Hey.
Does Bala
Congratulations. Bala was there in the
spirit.
somewhere. Was Bala there in the room with you guys
Bala
having the
was-
conversation?
But it's more a question of, since Bala themselves ain't here, is Bala here? Like,
I would assume, like Seamus, she also follows Berlioz around, but not in the lost
Yeah.
puppy way, but in the scary dog privilege kind of way.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she would be the kind of person that is like, I don't know that I trust anyone in this area of expertise that is criminal activity.
Yeah,
Probably for protection reasons for everybody else in the party who is not experienced in that area.
all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch the screen so that you guys can see the new scene. I'm not going to unpause it just yet.
Yeah.
I need to run down the stairs at sonic speed, and 50-50 chance I trip and fall and die, so I'll be right back.
Oh, don't do that, please, babe.
All right. Yeah.
I have double wide
the
stairs, and they are wood, so it's a good possibility.
Giant Parish King, on the walk to this place, Chara definitely would have explained. Is that a fucking bloodstain? Is that a fucking bloodstain? That instantly drew my eye. Sorry. But Chara would have explained. Yes. My partner, the mother of my child.
should probably start by telling. Sorry. You should probably start by telling them you have a kid.
Right. Yes, I have a child. I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think she would be about 5 years old at this point. So that gives you an idea of roughly how big the thing should be. I say thing. I'm not good at being a parent. Yes. My partner, we never really defined shit. We were just sort of together, and then child happened, and I, being the horrible person that I am, left. Now, I believe, my partner, well, previous partner, is now dead, or at least that's what I've been told. I'm really hoping she isn't. And, asshole person named, what the fuck was his name? Morceras, apparently knows where my child is and has connections to help me see them or something. There was also an A character in the letter that I was given to meet them at the docks. There was also a bird, and I think that's about it. And holy fuck, is that a bloodstain?
So is this a situation where we're killing the person?
I'm uncertain. I
Before we
mainly
kill anybody,
wanted
we should
more
probably
opinions.
get the daughter back.
Yeah.
Yes, I kind of wanted more opinions on things. They did want me to get a thing from a porn shop, which is something I completely slipped my mind last night.
Yeah, you didn't tell us
but-
about that.
Yes, they wanted something from a pawn shop. From it was like an item, like an old pissed off associate. Like there's a ring that was stolen. And it's precious. It was like Osiris's father's ring or some bullshit.
Well, wasn't expecting to hear that today, but at the same time, I also wanted to see. We're going to see the car have a giant metal rod shoved up his arm.
Yes, today is a day of surprises. Well, technically, some of this happened yesterday. Well, actually, no, it was like midnight, so it was all today. Yes.
Chara, if it makes you feel any better, aside from the, leaving when you found out that you had a kid, you're pretty much in the exact same boat that I was in.
Well, it isn't sort of leaving when I found out I had a kid. I was very aware that the kid was happening during the kid making process. I sort of just didn't stick around. I
don't exactly know what the societal expectations are, since where I come from, if it's a daughter, it would typically be the mother's responsibility, at least until the kid can choose which profession they'd like to go into.
Yes, I sort of just left my partner with a lot of money that I gained from, how do you say, unscrupulous activities, and went and traveled and did what I do for quite a while.
Can't tell if you're trying to insinuate that you're a prostitute or if you stole a bunch of stuff.
I'm not a prostitute, darling.
An escort.
I more use sex as a tool to get money out of people. Not that they pay me, but I pay myself what I believe I am owed for my time. If you understand my meaning. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank
you. Well,
no problem. Just call it what it is.
Not too much different than what I've done.
Calling it what it is one thing. But I find speaking around it is generally better, especially when in somewhat open areas in the public.
You shouldn't steal.
Why shouldn't I? They won't use it.
Steal?
They were just using their vast amounts of wealth for whatever the fuck. I don't take this with anyone. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Okay. You all have successfully made it here. Congrats.
Is that a motherfucking blood stain?
Oh.
No, it's okay.
It's just a red bush.
You're painting the roses red.
Painting the roses red?
Mm-hmm.
Just red roses. Dust.
The queen's coming.
Is each shade from a different person's head?
Maybe.
You shaved someone?
Well, I did get in the other day, so I'd imagine there'd probably be some, like, inconspicuous rock-shaped something with a key in it or something. Right?
Yeah, we can say that there's probably some kind of the hollowed out the hollowed out rock with the spare key.
Like that.
Little turtle statue with the key in it. That would allow you guys to go ahead and get in and not look like you're doing it illegally.
Yeah.
In case some people were worried
even though
about
this
that.
random group of 6 people is walking into this.
Please pay no mind to the large number of individuals filing into this house.
It's a house party.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party for us, not for them, but you know.
Yeah.
So
different
you may
circumstances, I guess.
enter if you would like. Hello.
Love clicking the door.
Oh,
Cool.
so that's actually so cool. I really like that.
I forgot. Apparently, she's a Baskin rug. Cool.
Don't remember putting that in there. That's where all my money went. No.
2 days ago.
Walk over here.
She remodeled the whole place in that amount of time.
Well, this is certainly a house.
Yes, it. Before I sort of generously gave her the means to live well, she was mainly just a bartender, so it wasn't really the most well off.
There's a bunch of stuff on this table over here.
This is a nice house.
Oh.
Are these weapons on this
And it-
table? They're all weapons on this table.
Weapons?
Like you described, it
Weapon?
doesn't seem like anything is amiss here. Nothing's ransacked. Nothing looks broken.
Yes.
I mean, there's an axe for like. It
Is
looks
that
like
not
a.
an axe, a crossbow, and arrows.
I mean,
That
she does
certainly
live.
is.
You didn't really walk around the house, I guess, but there is like
Like the woods.
a fallen tree back there.
Gotcha.
I mean, she likes to live. She is technically still in town, but she lives modestly.
Okay.
Likes
Yeah.
doing her own thing.
Well,
You know,
I get you.
Yeah.
it's one of the many things Cara saw. You know.
Yeah. And Kara's just sort of like reminiscing at the bed, smelling the
Alright.
sheets.
Can I
Oh.
Drakar?
Okay, I'm so glad I brought the house anymore.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
What are you?
Looking
I
around
was-
outside. Scooby doing this shit.
I was so confused. I thought they were over this way, and then I see Seamus barely in the
Above
window.
board,
Oh, you saw him through the
Seamus
window.
noticed a weird lack of anything between here and here.
Is that?
So he went
is that-
outside to see if there's like a shed or a way down or something.
Is this not a staircase right here? Or am I crazy? Or is that a wall?
No, it's a wall. I think it's a
That's-
fucking wall, dog.
It's definitely a wall.
It's maybe it's just the way it looks to me, but like it looks like right here. It's like obviously you have like the wood here and here,
Yeah, it's the law.
and then it looks right here.
This
it
one
just
looks
looks
like
Yeah.
a bookcase almost to me, the way it's laid out
Yeah.
there.
It's more
I-
like
I get
a
you.
like a shelf, yeah, like a shelving
Gotcha. Okay.
kind of a thing going
Then
on.
yeah, if your eye's already here, I'm gonna be like, help me see if this shelf moves.
You got it.
Can Drakar do a?
And don't try not to knock anything over. We don't want to make a mess of her place.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be much
But
appreciated. Thank you.
Can Drakar start looking for any sort of notable smells?
Smells.
Yeah.
You
What
smell
kind of
blood and
smells
metal.
are you? Yeah. Is there something specific you're trying to find?
Hot bone.
I think it's
Hot bone.
Hot
specifically.
bone. Okay.
I think it's specifically. I think he's looking to see if he can catch any sort of like if people were here very recently.
I meant to add that apparently Ostel, fuck, I didn't mean to say her name. Shit. Apparently,
what was that?
she went missing
I didn't hear it.
6 weeks ago. Yeah, I didn't mean for. I didn't mean
I
to
know.
say.
I know.
Technically,
I was
by
making a joke.
thinking of that.
I didn't hear anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
Apparently, she went missing like 6 weeks ago, according to her work.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's probably not a good sign. But you know.
Yeah.
Also, you have a help button. Trying to move the thing. Seamus is attempting to help you.
Okay. I was more just gonna. I was just kind of waiting. I was gonna ask. Do you just want me to roll a strength check again?
So yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check on trying to move the bookshelf. Well, it's not necessarily a bookshelf, but shelf. And Jakar, if you want to roll me like a survival check, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Guidance.
Wait.
Who are you
Oh,
guidancing?
You're right, because I can physically see that actually happening.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, nothing hides.
So good news and bad news. The good news is nothing smells recent. Bad news is that means you have pretty much
Yeah.
nothing else to help you guys in your investigation.
26.
With the 26, yeah, you guys managed to Uri, you with the help of Seamus next to him, are able
man.
to and then like a slight, you know, mage hand out of Berlioz or something. The unseen servant. Your guys are able to pull this shelving unit out just enough. Uri, like you would be able to fit, so everyone else should be able to fit as well. Maybe Jakar might be a little bit more of a question, but it's definitely enough that you could kind of slide past.
Yeah. Do you want me just to kind of like go down? I don't know if I can actually walk through walls. I'm assuming
You can't. I can have you walk through walls though, which was my plan.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I'll just, you know, take me away. Oh, yeah.
And Chara, in that journal that you were looking at, there would have been anything too crazy. There would have been a couple of doodles from your daughter. There would have been a couple of like little things. It would have been more of like a I don't want to say to-do list because that's not really the right words, but it's more like your baby mamas kind of just general thoughts about about day-to-day stuff, nothing too in-depth obviously, but she never dated him. She didn't like the idea of there being a certain time on her thoughts and stuff like that. It just makes it feel like if you have a goal or something and you write it down, you know, it meant that if she were to look back on it and she didn't accomplish it, then she's like a failure. So she just kind of always liked the idea, just scribble little things down. But always keep it in a book, you know, to at least remind you to keep moving forward. And of course, your daughter took that as a, I'm going to draw a chicken. So, unfortunately, nothing that can help you in this investigation, but, you know, at least it was something for you.
Yeah, he now has it at the very least.
At least it's something.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
So I'll kind of poke my head out and say, "Found a trap door."
I don't know.
Is it really a trap door?
It's supposed to go safe than anything.
Are you coming in, Seamus?
Absolutely.
Hey, look, what else would
Oh
you
my
call it,
Jesus.
though? I guess it's closer to like a fucking like a safe, but not like a safe. Not fucking. I'm trying to think of the right word.
I don't think it thinks they're that gap.
Well,
I wouldn't try it. Or
if you do try it, use your not good arm first. That way you can kind of guide it through safely, watching it. But hold on, before we all crowd in here, we're gonna need space to possibly get this open. So,
is that like a door or something? What's going on? I can't see.
Are you guys fully moving the bookcase?
After seeing that,
technically you could if you wanted to.
I think that might advise that. That way,
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember make another roll then? Or you just wanna?
I mean, yeah. If you are gonna go be the one to do it, sure.
Okay. I shall do that then.
Help again.
Thank you. Let me go get
guidance again.
So kind.
And then wiping hand on hands.
Understandable.
Thanks. I appreciate
we had a long rest, didn't we? I'll get my sorcerer points back.
That's an 18. Thank fuck for that +5.
+4 that you just got from the guidance. You're welcome.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not see the +4, but
whoa. +D4.
Hey man. It rolled a 4 too, though.
Oh, did it? 4. That's funny. I didn't actually look at it.
+4.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, the 18 is enough for you to move it slightly more, but it's not enough to fully move it out of the way just yet.
Yeah, I get you. Well, I'm more just moving it so we can slither in, and if necessary, we'll just move it back. But
Yeah, I
More
think
like-
Seamus's idea was just to fully move it out of the way so you guys have full access to whatever the fuck hatch shit is in there. So that
By the way,
everyone could
Seamus is like,
full
so
muscle.
like,
Jakar
did
might
partner
come
keep
over.
prisoners?
what'd you
Huh?
do?
Seamus fully looks to Chara. He's like, did your partner keep prisoners?
I don't think she did. No, she wasn't.
So like,
The
were y'all in
type-
the kinky shit and she's got a
Yeah.
dungeon?
That's
Cause
what I'm saying.
I
I was like, do you have
mean-
a sex dungeon down there?
Oh my god.
I mean, generally, yes, into stuff, but we didn't have a dungeon, best to my memory.
well,
She
It looks
did.
yeah,
like
I
she's
think
got a
Carl
dungeon.
would have remembered if they
Uh,
had a
I-
dungeon, y'all.
That's concerning. Hmm.
Carl lived here
Could Jakar
pretty,
attempt
like,
to move this
plenty
thing
long
fully
enough
out
to
of the
know
way?
if he had a dungeon.
Because that's apparently
Crazy.
the goal.
honestly, it's mostly out of the way. Just was trying to get it out of the way so people can see the thing fully.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, if you want to help roll to get the bookcase fully out of the way, you can.
Yeah.
But for the most
give the
part,
help
where it is
action.
now, I mean, you guys can all, like, 2 people could go in at a time, but it's not a very big space, obviously, so.
Yeah, I'll give the help action.
Careful not to touch his stump.
Oh, cool. I also got an 18. That's convenient. Oh, well.
Well,
It's just slowly moving.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I would say at this point now, you guys have probably pushed it plenty far enough away. So at least you got that going for you. You guys all
Yeah.
can now. Those of you who hadn't seen it before, it should be fully exposed to you now.
So before we try anything, hold on a second. And
Yes.
Seamus is gonna look for traps just in
Hmm.
case.
Yes. I would kind of like to lead the charge, however dangerous this mysterious basement that didn't exist before may be. I do kind of want to know what the fuck is up.
Yeah, I'm fully okay with that.
Yeah.
What kind of check do I just make just to make sure there's no traps?
Physical or magical?
Physical first.
Physical
No,
first.
magical first. Magical first, because the magical ones would go off a lot easier just by touch.
Okay, you're gonna need an Arcana check for that.
Okay. Who am I?
I will
I'd actually
assist.
guess ask Chara for help here too.
Yeah, Kara would
Or I'll
assist.
spellcaster.
I don't know a lot about magic, but I'll help them.
I get to reroll my.
I
Does it automatically or? Oh no, that was
Did
Jakar.
you do that?
That was Jakar rolling. No, it did automatically. What the fuck?
No, it did
That's
it
so cool.
automatically. That's fucking sick.
I got a
What?
13, so not great.
I'm very confused. What did it do?
It
automatically
re-rolled his
rolled
20
one.
by because he rolled a
Oh.
d20 and he got a 1 and it re-rolled the 1 automatically.
Oh, that's sick.
That's really fucking cool.
That's very
Little
fucking
things like
dumb.
this,
cool.
I love them.
That's very fucking cool.
It's such
Seamus
a
was
simple
like-
thing, but it's so great.
So, not had the best luck at finding and noticing traps of magical nature, but it doesn't look like there's one.
It doesn't look like there's
I
one.
mean- Worst case, I can get a invisible servant to help out, although those aren't particularly strong, and it seems like a heavy metal hatch.
Yep. Give me one more second before I'll, I guess, now go ahead and touch it and check for physical traps.
Yes,
You're gonna touch it?
that's more in the repertoire.
Yeah, I'll touch it.
You explode and die.
So, anyways, you're paired. No, go ahead and roll a we'll say investigation check. check everything over.
Chara, buddy, pal, friend.
Sure, you can. I don't really know much about breaking and entering. I'll help.
I'm more hoping
I'll
your
also-
eyes just noticed something I don't.
Sure, and I also believe in you well enough. You can have a bardic if you need it.
We'll slap it on there just in case. 19.
Okay, all right. So the good news is that when you go to check this thing out, there doesn't seem to be anything mechanically that looks odd about it, other than obviously it's a very large, heavy latch. Like you could physically tell that this thing is relatively heavy. Because yes, you were able, with your strength alone, you're able to lift the handle. However, pulling on it, like there, it doesn't even budge. I respect it though.
James would definitely be like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
But like, I mean, looking it over though, there doesn't really seem to be any kind of mechanical trap of any kind.
Okay, well, that's good to know at least, I guess.
However,
I don't like that. I don't like how like you'll roll and then immediately see Game Master's probably roll some dice.
It's a thermonuclear. Everyone making.
Legalized nuclear bomb.
However, that worried me.
oh. It was on Berlioz when it rolled. That's funny. However, you feel like your brain is a little scrambled after playing with it. You just get a massive headache. Like someone just fucking tried to hand you like the massive math problem that your brain was not prepared for.
What's
and
2
you
plus
take 26 psychic damage.
Oh my fucking god.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Brothers can't see because everyone that's tall is in front of him.
This is not gonna be a fun dungeon.
What's good? Are you guys struggling with opening the damn thing? I have the fucking spell. Hold on.
I
squeezes through. It uses knock. There, it should open now.
Felicity, I could just pull the whole fucking door off it and just. No, she can't. She definitely has a human squishy body.
Squishy human body.
Yeah, I can try to open it.
Do you have to touch it for knock to work?
Nope, vocal.
Oh, thank God.
You just say open sesame and well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sesame.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if
Since you guys wanted, I die.
Yeah, just normal Berlioz.
Yeah. Thank you. Really don't like using up that much magic for little things like that.
Oh,
but,
that's a loud as hell no. Jesus.
Seamus, slight blood coming out of his nose, like, oh.
Oh goodness.
Well, I might just have you do that from now on for every fucking door.
I appreciate your help, man. Kara's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Seamus. It's not much, but it's something.
So the way I will rule knock is that it does. You can obviously it works on any like mundane lock, of course. And yes, you don't have to technically touch anything. I'm going to rule it that it works fine here in this instance. But the reason why is because technically this is a ward, not a magical lock. If it was a magical lock, this knock would not work. Just as future reference.
He doesn't know. No, again, this is him casting it because he thinks.
No,
it's
yeah, totally. I understand. Yeah, I get that. I'm saying above board in case you guys try to like we try to use it somewhere else, and it doesn't magically suddenly work. That would be why. But in this specific instance, there is no lock on this thing. So, or at least no magical lock. So knock would work technically fine, even though Seamus had already said that there didn't seem to be any mechanical traps or anything like that. The latch literally lifted. It just couldn't pull up the hatch itself.
He just thinks it's locked.
James
That's
was
all
like,
I can
well,
say.
whoever touches it next, I'm not sure if that spell fully got rid of what it does, but it fucking hurt. So
I'm not super strong, but I'm gonna try it. I might need some assistance, but I have a bit of what may be occurring.
oh Jesus
maybe.
Christ.
That's for
I
you,
shall
She's
bud.
that
give you. I'll give you the help action, Gar.
All right. Time
It's
for a
tanking, but we're good.
motherfucking strength check with advantage. It doesn't really do much because I don't have lots of.
Hey.
Oh, okay. 17 ain't bad. Well, 18 ain't bad.
I like it.
Awesome.
I like
it.
Picasso.
Picasso.
I need to turn off that thing. No, not like that.
Why?
Anger
I'll
sounds.
go
I
to board.
guess.
The creatures have become enraged.
So
That's
you
their
go
souls.
to lift the hatch here, and you get it a fairly decent amount open, like halfway open, before it becomes so heavy that it falls back shut. You are fully capable of standing back a step, and so it doesn't crush you or in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, it seems a little odd that like absurdly heavy for some reason. But you fortunately don't have to experience whatever the brain injury that Seamus just had.
I have no magic.
Maybe send your card and hit him with guidance.
Yes, I think it's your turn, big man.
I will give
Yeah,
Gar
what
If you would
help
like.
action.
And guidance as well.
Go.
Yeah.
Would I be allowed to use athletics over just raw strength, or is that not?
If it was like a run and jump or a heave or hoe, maybe, but in this instance, it's quite literally just strength.
Yeah, okay. So advantage with a D4. Cool. I'm just gonna do a self roll quick to get a bunch of these out of the way. I don't know if you can see self rolls.
We can hear him.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, 19.
Yeah, I can't even see your self rolls.
Yeah. I got.
That's crazy.
Wow, those were really bad actually. 2 7s, 2 nat 1s, 2 9s, a 10, a 14, and then 1 19.
That's
The
The odds
not
are
the
not
start
in
tonight.
favor today.
I mean, you opened it more than Chara did slightly, but it still was too heavy to fully open.
But no brain funky.
No brain funky though for either of you.
I think I just triggered
so
the trap
it must
and it was a one time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'm no like.
Well, as far as you know,
I'm not smart. We could like. I do know the concept of using a lever to open up heavy stuff, so we could. Does anyone have something long and hard? And for once, that isn't a euphemism.
I'm just gonna pull out my crowbar.
What's your car roll? Make an
intent crowbar
quickly. See if I can.
I want to have a crowbar.
Thunk something.
Well,
if that's
certainly help.
Why don't we have 2 of you open it? Like, well, I guess 4 of us try to help, but the two of you put in the more brute strength.
Yes.
Hold on, wait. DM, is it alright if I make an intelligence check to see if Drakkar can think of something, aka
Call blame blast? Damn.
You can roll an intelligence check, sure.
okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
It did not hit the corner. Damn.
It did not. Which is inconvenient because I'm pretty sure my plan would work.
Oh, well, y'all gonna have to muscle it. Chara, you want to take a step back and let Blueberry in there?
Hello, I am Blueberry.
I will help you where I can, Mr. Blue Man.
You got it.
I'll poke him with a guidance.
It's mostly just going to be emotional
Prestidigitation in
support.
my hand.
And yeah, a bardic as well for you. Because why not?
I don't know how many that's gonna be, but you know.
Yes, well, should you need the bardic, it's there. If not, it's just something to use.
Is that a D4 plus another D4 on top of that?
It's a bardic is a D6 at my level.
Okay. Does
But
that
you can stack it with the other guidance. Bardic.
Yeah, and you also don't have to use the bardic. You can keep it for like an hour if you don't use it for this roll.
Okay.
Let's use it.
Why not? 24.
See, good thing you used it.
Yeah.
I didn't roll anything great.
That was with the help of Jakar too.
That was not with the help of Jakar.
That was with the help of I think Seamus
Or
more
and
likely.
I wasn't sure if I was
Seamus
supposed,
only.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to roll or not.
So Seamus was helping.
I'm using Mage Hand to help because that's all I can really do.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. With a lot of otherworldly helps, was able to wrestle this thing fucking open finally, fully open. Looking down in there, it's like pitch black. There's not much to see, but it doesn't look very deep. Maybe like 5 foot to the dirt.
Chara's gonna
the fucking doors.
Yeah, Chara is gonna puff out all 4 false lanterns and have them like floating down into the basement.
I would like to cast light on Drakkar, please.
Oh, wow.
Damn. You're really getting all fucking light up in this joint.
Just the spines on his back.
Some Christmas lights.
I do have one minor question just to see if in theory my plan would have worked. Above the trapdoor, are there like wooden beams like rafters?
Not above the door, no. If you would have asked me anywhere outside of the room, yes. But not like in the general basis of the house, yes, but not in this tiny room.
Yeah, guys.
Fucking pulley system.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest because we could then fix the door open with a rope. But that wouldn't have worked, so it didn't matter. I also got a 2 on the intelligence check, so again, it wouldn't matter.
We didn't even get that far to test it.
Yeah.
So the little false lanterns go down, and Jakar, you've been hit with light. Are you going down there? Or?
Yeah, I may as well.
I figured
you drop down,
hit you with light.
and your head is sticking out of the hole.
Chara would jump down.
It would be really convenient if I could crawl right now, but
all right, hold on.
I've got this big map. Don't worry. Hopefully.
Just gotta
Whatever.
But underneath your toes, at least Jakar, you would have felt the dirt that is down there.
No.
It is dirt.
Dirt.
I feel like Jakar just would have known that though, just literally by feel.
Yeah.
The rest.
Bro knows what dirt feels like.
Yeah. I don't think he wears shoes, so I think it just works.
Yeah.
No, he does not wear shoes, mostly because it's really hard to put shoes on dragonborn feet like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Seamus and Kara, you guys have dropped in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Seamus is small, so.
So Seamus, you looking
Yeah.
around? You're able to look around just fine. Because the clearing here is 5 feet. So anything above 5 feet, your head would be actively sticking out of the hole. And or you would have to crouch down to maneuver around down there.
That's what you asked us.
It's okay. Kara's a changeling.
Yeah, Chara just like loses a few
Kara
inches.
can just literally shrink down.
Yeah. Bones crunching, he gets a bit more rotund.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'd hear it.
Yeah.
How wide is the tunnel actually?
It's not very tunnel-like. It's more like a square. It's not very big. I'm going to preface that. It's probably about this big. Not much wider than the diameter of the door itself. While you two are down here, though, and you're looking around, the perimeter of the little bunker down here, it has a dirt floor, as stated above, before, and there are shelves lining down here, almost in a cellar-like way. On the shelves are cellar-like items. There are, I mean, these look like they have not been touched in way more months than you would anticipate something being put in a cellar. Usually things put in a cellar do have a pretty nice plentiful shelf life, but these have so much dust and cobwebs on them that you just looking at it, you can't even tell what was in it. Again, for Kara's sake, this did not exist when he was here last. So, or when he was here last. Not necessarily that it wasn't there the day before. You guys are here now.
Yeah, when he was here in the far past.
But in the past, no. This hatch didn't exist. The cellar did not exist.
I mean, I'd imagine the child's room existed either, so that would have been given.
Yeah, I mean, like this is just like a super weird extension to have.
So she looks like she prepped for something. I mean, hidden room, really big fucking trapdoor that's heavy as shit, stored supplies.
You can roll an investigation check for those of you who are there, down there, if you would like to further inspect the room.
Yeah.
Would I be able to?
Yeah, most definitely would like to.
Anyone can technically go in there. It's just a matter of how well you look at things if you're above 5 feet tall.
Seamus would like try to pull himself up the edge slightly to Belios be like, have some of the magical help, please.
Sure Car's gonna say fuck it and still try.
Yeah. Chara would like.
Didn't matter.
Chara would assist on that, on one of those, and like just prestidigitation like cobwebs away and like moving the light about.
I shall roll again.
Those of you who are above 5 feet tall and trying to investigate, you're gonna be at disadvantage.
Cool. I don't know if I'm getting much worse than a 7.
I'm not gonna make you roll again though, if you don't want to, because 7 is already pretty brutal.
No.
God,
I'm a victim of the bit. Well, it's a 6.
I am a victim of the bit. There it is.
Hi. I'd like to roll higher than it. You know what? What was that you're doing? You just private rolled a bunch of d20s?
Yep. I did self roll, not private roll, because the DM can still see that.
Got it. I'll just go ahead and get like a few of these out of the fucking way.
Self-roll hides it from everybody. That way I'm not cluttering up other people's screens.
Yeah. Especially not. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna make a mistake here, aren't I?
Mine went
Yeah.
right down the center for my self rolls. My rolls are
Well,
everywhere.
they were really bad.
Okay. Well, I don't think that cleared the slate at all. I'm gonna just change the die later.
Yeah.
I got 2 4s, 2 a 5, a 7, a 9, 2 actually 3 11s and a 15.
Drakkar is he's decided he's going to get out of the hole. He doesn't like being in here.
That's fair.
Well, so the highest we got collectively for our investigation was my 14.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah, no. If I could roll above 10 tonight, that'd be cool.
Wait,
Like I've been getting above 10 with the bonuses that people helped me with. However,
you haven't given us the outcome, right, babe?
To the chat?
Not yet.
No.
Yes. Okay. Can I give a bardic as well?
To whomst?
Seamus.
Okay.
oh, not a self roll for this one. Public roll.
Add that D6, baby.
Oh,
I'm doing
Yeah, that's like
great
a
tonight,
16.
guys.
16 ain't bad.
16 total after
16.
a lot of everything. Jesus Christ.
That is a lot of
Yeah.
everything.
Plus-
I'm moving the DC. No.
For anybody in the audience, I have a +7 to this.
Yeah.
God. Oh my God, that sounds so much worse than it is. No, it is. It's just bad. Yikes. So the good news, I guess, we'll chalk it up to the fact that Seamus is naturally this height. He's closer to the ground to see little noticeable things like this. I don't know. You guys need all the help you can get tonight. Good Lord.
Thank you for your
Seamus,
mercy.
while you're checking around this cellar, because it's unfamiliar to you, but I mean, it's unfamiliar to Chara too, would think should technically know what this is or where it came from, but nope. You look over at him and he's just as bewildered.
Yeah.
While you inspect the jars and the shelves, the layers of dust and whatnot, you look down into the dirt, and you realize that what you're standing on, there seems to be some kind of like scrawled out, like sigils. Hard to read because, dirt, but something seems to be under there.
Okay, does anybody know like magical languages and shit?
I know a vague bit.
Depends on the language.
Cool.
It is in the
I
form
had
of a
like
circle.
a week about
Trying to help clear the circle so somebody can read it.
Alright, I
figure out
will
what this is.
try.
Drakkar has decided to get the hole. He didn't like.
You're just brushing the dirt away, right?
Yes.
Don't
In
brush the
fact,
symbols.
I'm using Mage Hand to brush the dirt away because it's clearly magical circle.
Aren't the symbols in the dirt? Or is it like under the dirt in like stone or something?
When I said in the dirt, I meant like he could see like through the dirt there was something underneath. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
It's
it's
Very concerned.
Bro, you asked that question and I was like, oh shit, what did I just do?
Yeah, I meant in the dirt, like as in through the dirt, not like in the actual dirt. No, I definitely could see the confusion there. Brushes the dirt, accidentally traces the sigils, and suddenly it activates.
Remove the sigil.
R.I.P. on spot.
Right.
So yeah, the good news is You guys are able to mage hand brush it out of the way. Good for you. That way it clears up some space. You guys get to look. And what you see is, in fact, a full magic circle.
Magic fucking circle. Oh, fuck.
It's a magic
Climbing out the
circle.
hole.
Magic circle.
Climbing out the hole.
Okay. I know a very little bit about magic, so I may as well try.
I'll help from up here, bud.
Are you trying to Arcana check to see what it is?
Yeah, and I guess I'm getting the help action from fucking Shamster.
Okay.
He's peeking over the edge, but he does not want to be in contact with that circle.
All right, smacking that shit.
Reroll that one.
I gotta reroll that one. I gotta reroll that one.
Hell yeah.
That's
God
way.
Oh, hell
Damn,
yeah.
that's fun.
That was so close to being a 4 on my screen.
It was spinning like a top on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck's
That's
it doing?
way fucking.
I would like to think that by Seamus stepping out of the hole here and up onto the edge, he's able to get a better like overhead view of the sigils and the runic shapes. And as you guys kind of converse back and forth, like what is it? What does it do? What the fuck is this shit? You will come to the conclusion between the two of you that this is in fact a teleportation circle. You have no idea where it goes. You have no idea why it would be here. You're not 100% sure on how it's triggered because obviously typically magic. No, it does seem like this was specifically designed to be triggered by anything archaic, but you guys don't have any idea of like what that means. What is that? What is, you know? How do we work it? Magic.
Is this the receiving end or the sending end of the teleportation?
This is the sending end.
Sending. Okay.
Seamus is definitely looking at Carl like, the fuck was she into?
Where was she going?
I don't know any better than you. Thinking back,
Look, man, either
she
was
showed
smuggling
no
some
signs of
scary
any kind of
shit,
magical activity, right?
or she's the best fucking doomsday prepper ever.
She really is. She had everything set, and when shit hit the fan, Britch was ready to get the fuck out.
Yeah, she, like looking back through Kara's memory, she didn't have any kind of magical acuity, right?
No, no, actually. She was just a small town liver, and she liked her small town life. I mean, not that this is a small town, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And looking around, like using prestidigitation to clear some of the fucking shit, like cobwebs shit on the shelves. It just general like regular cellar stuff, or is there anything that catches the eye?
There are a few like candlesticks like on the shelf that are with like a box of matches, but nothing like that would be weird in a cellar.
I've played Phasmo. No.
I was thinking more along the lines of like this is her you know, like if it was a bunker of some sort, candles would not be a weird choice to hide in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
But also magical circle and candles. No, I played Phasmo.
Yeah.
I could understand the
concept. Kara's gonna pull out that journal that he got and see if there's anything regarding this whatsoever.
What are you using?
The journal that he took from the bedside.
Oh,
like
okay.
if there's anything, like searching if there's anything regarding the presence of this in the home at all. Or like talking to any magical wizardy people or whatever.
I'm gonna say that it's gonna take you a minute to go through to flip through the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if there's anybody else who wants to try to do something or look at something, this would be the time to do it before I jump back into the book.
I'd like to see if the circle's been used anytime recently. It was covered in dirt, so like that should indicate just like all the shit covered in dust. It wasn't used recently, but I
Yeah.
don't know. So,
But also
Did it
theoretically,
seem
like
purposefully that?
dirt seems
but
like a weird thing
theoretically,
to get
someone
in
disappears
there.
and we have a teleportation circle. So
Yeah.
Fair.
And did it look like purposely covered in dirt, or was it just a natural buildup of dirt?
This room doesn't feel like a room, really, truthfully. It just feels like somebody had put a hole into the floorboards and it just went straight down into dirt.
Yeah.
So it almost as if somebody had dug up this portion underneath the house.
It was just being dirt.
Yeah, it's not like there's like concrete or anything down there that the magic circle's on. It's more like just like a couple of like discarded honestly floorboards.
Gotcha. Huh.
Seamus, if you want to make a general perception check to like observe the surrounding areas.
Oh no, I'm so bad. Okie doke. What was that?
Can I give you the help action?
Okay, there you go. Are you
I was like,
peeking
do
in
you
from
want
the
me to
hole?
perceive?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
is
I'll
anybody
give you
else
the help
doing
action,
anything? You guys can.
because you
Maybe
can
I'll-
shrink
Sorry,
down
I
and
was
fit in
letting
there and not
Maybe.
have disadvantage. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
letting all the dogs out. Sorry.
you good?
You're fine.
They all decided at once they had to pee. So
Perception with advantage and smack yourself with a
Yippee.
guidance.
heard. Is there anything in particular I'm looking for above board?
We're trying above board. Seamus was just trying to see if this teleportation was used as like recent anytime.
Yeah, like if the dirt that's in there is natural or if it's to throw someone off.
Because
Or...
the dirt was over top the circle,
yes.
which implies the circle's not been used for a while. But I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
we
the fucking
don't know.
maybe the teleportation kicked up dirt, and when they disappeared, the dirt settled on top of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, that's a possibility.
I don't think it rolled with advantage.
It did not.
No, I think 120.
But you got.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
so
also
first-
having not good rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today's not good for us.
I think Founder just hates us tonight.
Yeah,
well, on an 18, the good news is it's still enough for you to tell that there's no. It has not been used at any time recent. That's the good news.
How anytime recently is recent? Like, is 6 weeks recent?
In terms of how old the items on the shelves are, the jarred items, that level of old. It's been quite a few moons. Yes, that is enough for at least Berlioz to help everyone determine that the dirt is like this has settled over time, not in a usage or a on purpose placement.
Yeah. At the very least, that means we have one avenue that they didn't take. Something crossed off the board.
Yes. It also
Although,
brings up the question of where does this go? Right?
yeah, that is a huge question here.
It's
It
been
might
quite
have
a while.
clues on the other side, but also,
But it might
I don't know
also
if we
be
get back.
Yes. And plus, we're still down an arm, and the mechanical fellow is doing shit. So even if we knew how to activate this, I don't think we'd be going through it anytime soon. Plus, we still have to deal with whatever is coming from Mr. Mosserus. Fucking.
While you're still looking and contemplating, Seamus is actually going to open up a book and start writing down, copying the circle.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to do anything like mechanic wise, really, but it might prove useful later.
I mean, yeah, if you copy down like the destination sigils and stuff, we could possibly, if we either someone learns teleportation circle or we get like a scroll or something, we might be able to do shit. But
To help look around, I think Berlioz would cast light just because he can't really see very well too.
there's 4 glowing globules of light in the room that
Yeah,
Kara
but
did.
you can't. There more doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's fair.
We don't. We have 0 dark vision, baby. We have no eyes
Yeah, I
in the
know.
dark.
Between the 3 of you, they're trying their fucking hardest to goddamn look in this stupid bitch. None of you guys have fucking any kind of dark vision. I appreciate you guys actively trying your fucking hardest, though. Even through all of the bad rolls by everyone, you guys are still at by the skin of y'all's teeth trudging through all of this, and I am thank you all for bearing with the rolls. They were not supposed to be this heinous tonight. The checks were supposed to be reasonable, but I did not think that we would all just be rolling mid for the whole night.
Mid? I don't even think we're hitting mid.
18s are pretty mid. I think 18 was like the number of the day. That's not a bad number. It's just these are some very tough checks. Like they were just meant to be that hard on purpose.
They're mid and we're getting into the high level stuff, so it's getting harder.
Oh yeah, he'll cast light down there to try to see better.
And you are in the hole, right?
Yeah. He shrunk down to try to help and see better. See the circle better.
I just want to see better, damn it!
I can't see down this.
I cast prestidigitation on my eyeballs. Okay, so you go down there and you shrink yourself a little bit, in addition to Chara. I love that. And you cast light, and as you cast light, the teleportation circle starts to softly glow and hum.
I don't know. Please tell me Berlioz isn't standing on it.
I don't think there's a lot of room down there, guys.
I don't think there's
not a lot of room. It's not a very big space.
Give a twister.
Just tell me neither of us are standing on it. Please.
You're both standing on it.
So unfortunately, this area, the room is only this big, and unfortunately, scooting in a few feet, because of the shelves, the circle's not very. It's unfortunately takes a majority of the real estate down here.
We're
both the reason those candles were there.
Right in the way of it.
It's okay. We're gonna be fine.
Something's happening. Fuck.
Well, if it's teleportation circle and it's lighting, I think it's activating.
Felicity just kind of looks into the room of the hatch, like, are you guys okay? Is that supposed to happen?
How fast does it activate after Berlioz's casting of light? Is the very important question here. How quickly is this shit going up? Is it like Stargate slow, or is it like snap of the fucking finger?
It's a little bit faster than Stargate slow, but it is slower than instantaneous.
Maybe climb out of there?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Uri will like leaning over the edge.
I will say though that as you guys are there, trying to climb out, The room begins to spin. Now, Uri and Jakar, you guys would have heard them saying hello, like help! This shit's happening. You guys would have heard that from out there.
Jakar will come over and offer his only helping hand.
Take my strong hand. It's the little stump.
That's what I was gonna say, but
The dark and dusty room down there begins to spin, and those of you who are down there and your surroundings begin to blur, and you feel a sensation akin to being pulled through a narrow tube, and then there's a flash of light. You find yourselves in an entirely different place. As the room was spinning, though, I will say that Jakar and Uri, just from looking in, what the fuck is happening, you would have been pulled into.
Fuck.
I probably would have said that if you guys hadn't moved the shelf all the way out of the way, there's a good possibility that wouldn't have happened. But no, essentially making this like a little wind tunnel.
Like a whirlpool. It's like a black hole.
Yeah, it kind of just sucked everybody in. For the sake of Bala unfortunately not being here, we're gonna say that she was totally watching as well. I feel like Bala as a person would not go down there and get on hands and knees and look around, but
I didn't
silently
touch
judge.
the button this time.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a situation like this. If Bala saw you crawling down there, she would definitely laugh at him. So there's your excuse.
Yeah.
This is the one thing I was hoping wasn't going to happen to at a minimum Drakkar, because that means I don't get my arm.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it!
Damn it. Damn it.
Poor Cybele. Is he coming back?
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, now he has time to work on Uri shit, I guess.
I feel like you just move from one project to the next and not really think about how much time has elapsed because he doesn't sleep.
I can't believe we got fucking isekai'd.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. Shotgun came out of nowhere and found us in this fucking basement.
So you guys are all taken away in a flash of light. The hatch closes behind you, not that you would know that. And in a similar fashion, the dirt, technically gets blown around enough for it to cover up the sigil again, but but so it was like a mixed bag on whether or not what Seamus was looking at was new or old. It really could have just been 50-50. He was on the money when saying that there's a chance that if somebody had used it, the dirt could have just resettled here. Yes, that was a possibility. Fortunately or unfortunately, no, it just hadn't been used. As the hatch closes and you all are teleported, the first things that you notice is a massive amount of psychic pain. All your brains are in pain. I'm not going to have you guys take psychic damage from it, but you all have horrible headaches. You feel almost as if your body, essentially, you felt like you were being pulled through a tube, a very small tube. And that's how your body feels in aches and pains wise when you slowly begin to wake up. You hadn't even realized at first that you were unconscious for a moment. And as you all slowly start to wake up, the things that you smell and hear right off the bat are fresh pine. There's dirt underneath all of you, like you're laying in it. There's birds chirping above your heads, and there seems to be very deep humidity, high amount. What the fuck am I saying? High amounts of humidity. It's very humid.
Oh, this is gross.
and there seems to be some kind of like lake water misting you from nearby. It does kind of give you like a little chill as you all begin to come to.
What in the
So much
goddamn?
prestidigitation.
What this
We're in a
was
jungle.
not
Who
a
in the
beauty.
when, where,
Ah.
fuck?
What in the goddamn?
No, I
What?
tell you what.
I don't always say things, but when I do, I tell you what.
What?
I am in physical pain. I am in Missouri.
Well,
In
we're
Missouri.
certainly not in Kansas anymore.
Good movie,
not
that.
in Kansas. This is trees. Is anyone
This
here?
is
Outside.
trees.
I think the closest thing
I-
we have is Drakkar. Let's be honest.
Yes. Where's a global positioning system when you need it?
What's global positioning?
What's
Is this-
Chara?
The
Give
sun.
me,
Could you use
give me
the
a
sun?
second. Give me a second. Let me check the wind.
The car's got a sounding rod in that arm.
The little
Yeah.
metal rod goes up into the air.
Oh, I hate that one.
Jesus.
Did the sun tell us which
Can I
north
try
and
and get
west?
an idea
Or
of
west
where
and
we might be?
east?
Yes.
You would like to guess where you are?
I'm pretty sure if we just spin the car in a circle, the stump will point towards north, right?
No. No. He just faces north. It's more like the way that moss only grows on one side of the tree.
Yeah.
Well, then should we look at moss?
Fuck fine.
Look at the
I-
car.
Can I try and get an idea of? I don't know. Drakkar's generally well traveled. Could I potentially get an idea of what kind of, like, in comparison, what kind of environment we might be in, or if it's anything familiar to him?
Normally I would say yes, go ahead and roll, but I am going to let you know now that this is most likely not somewhere you have been.
Yeah, I
If you would like to roll a history check to see if it is somewhere in your brain holder, like at least something familiar, you can.
No, fuck it, we ball.
Use your damn Girl Scout badge.
The worst that can happen is it's a no. Well,
I'd say yes,
Wow.
apparently. I love history
What have
checks.
we
I love.
here?
Let's go, King.
maybe in a distant memory, there's some things. You've been in an environment like this, sure. This exact location, not familiar.
can I get an idea of any ideas of like major places with an environment similar to this one?
You're definitely more so like base of a mountain kind of an area. So
Alright.
definitely like what feels like could be or I guess somewhere that you have been adjacent to where this place is would be like by the Sword Coast.
We're near a mountain somewhere on the equator.
Yes. But no, you have not been here. Now that does not mean that there can't be somewhere else on the map that is similar in environment to this. But that is where you probably would have been. That would this place would remind you of.
Yeah, I think Jakarta teleporting is gonna get up, dust himself off a little bit, look around, sniff the air a little bit, and just go. I think we might be in the mountain basin.
That's
Yeah, the lake agrees with you.
Why would Why would why just why
I mean, across the water over there, I see rowboats.
I
You
guess
can have advantage on that.
You doing good, buddy?
Oh, yippee. I would argue that I'm not going to put guidance just because I think he's just looking and not actually looking for something.
Yeah.
You two are. I was gonna ask you that. I was like, are you guys looking, or are you just pondering?
I think he's just looking out at it.
Oh, well, then there probably wouldn't have been an advantage either.
Oh no, but I think Seamus was help.
I'm about to say, Seamus was pointing things out as he noticed, just because, honestly, he's
Oh,
taking
okay,
the
that's
light
what I'm
away.
saying. I'm like, are you guys talking to each other, or are you just staring at into the lake? Because if you're not talking to each other, then it's really hard to give advantage. Yeah, no, if Seamus is actively like, hey, did you see that? Like, that's, yes. So much so that you guys probably would have noticed, while like Seamus is like pointing out some fish in the in the lake or something. Carlos, you look. Well, you're where his finger is pointing, anyways, and you can kind of see something small, glistering, with the sun down on it underneath the water there. It's at the bottom of the lake.
Shiny?
Yeah, a little bit.
Shiny.
Little flicker of something like about here.
Hey, look, a trinket.
No,
It's a
Jafar,
thing!
do not go in the
If you
water.
would like to go in there and try to fish it up, roll me an investigation.
Can I use?
I'm really good at investigation.
Do
If
you
you
want
point it out
to?
to me.
If you want to point, yeah.
Oh
I was gonna
yeah,
say, if
he
you wanna
point out the. I mean, he probably would have been. He definitely said, "Oh, look, a fucking trinket."
If
Maybe
so,
don't
what
go
I
diving into the random lake that we just appeared at. That isn't.
if you point out to me,
I don't-
I can go get it. I do have a swim speed, so hopefully nothing bad will happen. But you know,
I
He
mean,
says
only
it
like
out loud. He says, "Oh my God, a trinket." That is what I
Yeah.
just said.
yeah. I don't know where the trinket is the thing.
it was like up
Well,
here.
It was like-
you are not standing with them, so that's a you problem.
Oh, down here?
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
Well, yeah, like I know what it is. Like on my character, it's just one of those things that you
Oh
lie
yeah,
at the
then if
moment
it's
would
like
not
real
know.
close, Seamus will first lean down and like poke at the water to make sure nothing's wrong with it. And be like, alright, cool, it's not acid. And then just take off some of the stuff in the bag of holding and go over to it.
Damn.
Okay. Roll.
Right,
Are
so
you
the-
checking it out? Roll an investigation. See if you can't see what it is.
Oh, before
Yeah.
you go in, it's okay.
I don't know if it would have lasted anyway, because it's like a minute.
I can give you a bardic though.
Oh, yeah, then the bardic works. You can do that from a
Yeah.
distance.
Arctic works.
Yippee, that
Yeah.
works.
You don't have to slap him with it.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
This one I can just say it.
He ran
Like
too
it.
fast. You
What?
can slap his ass.
Enjoy.
I like that it says
Same
damage.
for me.
Damaging.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
You don't have to use the bardic, just so you know.
I mean,
It stays.
Well, you could have saved it.
Wait.
I could
Go
have.
fucking save.
Nothing's to say it wouldn't have been a 1 later anyway.
Yeah, give an R. It stays luck.
So, trying to look down at it, Seamus, you notice that, it seems to be like a piece of jewelry half buried in the lake bed there.
Oh. Alright, then yeah, just gonna, I guess, try to swim down and grab it.
Nice. It is a little bit of a swim for you because,
Yeah.
you're just not a very tall
Yeah.
guy, but it's not like it's that deep, okay? Like, it's probably like
I mean,
6 feet of
I
water.
imagine he's been like fully swimming this entire way because.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not too far of a distance either. It's not, crazy. But yeah, you swim down and you manage to get it. While you're underwater though, you start to hear like a soft whispering voice
Oh fuck.
coming from what you can only presume to be within the lake itself.
No.
And it's
fuck.
like, I hear it clearly. It's not warped by the water.
Yes, you can hear it. I mean, they're unintelligible
It's not like that
whispers,
muffle that people
but
get when you're
no.
underwater and they're above.
no, it's definitely not the sound of somebody else in the water talking, or above the water talking. No, it's definitely some kind of like actual unintelligible whispers in your ear holes while you're underwater. If you would like to roll an Arcana or Insight, I will accept either or.
It's that.
Because
Can I
it's
do that?
definitely unnatural.
Away?
It's that fucking mermaid again. Leave me alone.
Can I roll that insight as I head towards shore?
Sure.
Cool, because I do not want to. I'll
Get
roll
the
the
fuck back
insight
here.
first.
Yay!
Oh.
There you go.
Nice.
So, you are able to tell that the whispers themselves seem to be of some ancient form of Sylvan. And what it sounds like to you is, I'm not even 100% sure if you know Sylvan at all, but some
No, close
form
I've
or
noted that in
fashion.
Elfish.
Yeah. Honestly, Elvish is not too far off from Sylvan. It is slightly different, but it seems to be speaking of some kind of like protection or guardianship or something along those lines. So it doesn't seem like it's immediately hostile, but it's like very alarming that you would be hearing it at all. So yeah.
Okay.
Uri, are you in the water?
Oh,
I'm just standing by the water's
Good
edge. My
then.
feet, my feet might be just in the water.
possibly
Okay.
nobody go in the water, or maybe don't dive in the water. I don't know.
Uri, with you standing with your little toesies in the water, you're like looking in, obviously. I mean, you would have seen Seamus's reaction, of course, to how fast they swam out of the water. But as you look down into the water, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You start to see a picture form in the lake
Oh,
water.
no.
And it begins to bring up some kind of vision or some kind of an ancient elven figure placing a protective enchantment over the lake.
Hey guys, I'm not crazy, right? You see that? I'm gonna point it out.
Can
From
we
where
see
the
that?
rest of the party is, no, they don't see shit.
No, I can't see shit.
By the time they would all, any of these guys get to
You
you, it
didn't
would be
drink the
gone.
water, right?
You may roll a religion or history check, Uri, to see if you know what that enchantment is.
Hooray! So wait, you just said religion?
Religion or history, whichever one.
Religion or history? Let's see. It seems like I'm fucked on both of them, so... That is a 13. I don't think that's gonna help me.
That is not high enough, unfortunately, to determine
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, I expected.
I mean, protective enchantment is definitely something that you've noticed, but what it is exactly is a mystery to you.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so the water whispers and shows things.
And
Cool.
also,
That's
there
But if
also
you-
seems to be
not learning.
some
Touch-
old Sylvan
Sure.
king or someone that put
Also-
a protective seal on it. Don't know
Yeah,
kind,
I
but-
will definitely look towards our two changelings and knowing where they normally come
What?
from. Be like, so
What?
pretty sure that was I think it was Sylvan, like he said. the language it was whispering. All I got out of it was protection as well, like protection, guarding, or some shit. I don't speak Sylvan. I just know Elvish, which is close enough to kind of pick some.
I know neither. I mean, I can know it on command, but I don't know either.
Well, the water doesn't seem to hurt anything, so if you want to stick your ear to it, I guess.
I
That sounds
don't
so
think.
weird.
How about,
Toes, I think I'm just gonna stick maybe my hands.
before we go fucking about with the water? What was the thing you got? What?
Oh yeah, this
jumping.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Identify on it just in case.
Oh yeah, sure. It is a silver like little like amulet looking thing. It does look like it could fetch a pretty penny though. Like it looks genuine silver.
All right.
Does it look familiar at all?
As Belios leans down to touch the water, Seamus is gonna take the. Oh yeah, I suppose I should show it to you first, just in case it does look familiar.
Yeah. Does it look familiar at all, God?
The amulet?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. It just looks like a pretty basic amulet. Not significant to anyone, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just mysterious amulet.
Or fortunately.
Religious symbol, iconography.
No, it doesn't look to be like if it was the same kind of.
Oh, it's just pretty
familiar.
Silver.
Yeah, it's just a piece of silver, silvery amulet, piece of jewelry.
All right. Well, if nobody objects, I'm gonna put it in the hat of holding. Belios, if you don't mind for a second.
You have like a jewelry box in there,
lowering hands into the water.
Yes.
Putting your hands into the water, Berlioz, you feel almost something like holding your hands back. You can't see anything. You don't see anything.
Yeah.
But you just feel like two little mittens go around your hands. Not like slide on like mittens, but like somebody holding your hands, grabbing your hands.
Great.
Yes, they're not pulling or anything like that, but they're just holding them there. You may roll like some kind of a nature check if you want to like to try to see what the fuck is going on, or if this lake is a lake, it's a lake.
Oh,
I'm going
+2 in nature.
I just cast.
It's not a very high DC. These DCs are much lower than
let's
the house.
With the.
I'm just rolling comprehend language.
No.
Okay, guys, it's not that low.
Yeah.
That was for wildness. Because I cast the spell.
Right.
That's right.
It wasn't. Features. Where is my wild magic search? How do I do this in Foundry?
Your features.
No.
You could just roll the d20 and I think it does pull up the table.
Yeah, I don't know how to pull up the table though. I did roll it.
If you go back into like the chat where it comes up and click on like more info, it'll bring up the whole table.
Details. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
See what I get. 91. Okay. That's fucking useless.
You get a whole fucking minute of safety. Well, let's hope that whatever is holding Berlioz's hands right now is not deadly, or if it is, let Chara go touch it.
Yeah. Chara's gonna do the same thing as Berlioz. Put the hands into water, see what happens.
You're feeling overwhelmingly bold right now.
Yeah. For the next minute.
Seamus is very confused watching the two changelings put their hands in the water. So he
Yeah, like what's going on? What are we doing? Berlioz, what were you saying? What were you asking?
If there was anything else I could possibly fucking roll, apparently. I don't know. I've got all these other good stats. I mean, plus two's not bad, but like...
If you would have said something to everyone else, or like in the form of, you know, like asking if anyone had seen, or...
It's grabbing me.
Is this like a normal, like, I mean, you can roll a perception check if you want to try and get a better look. And whatever the fuck is there, it's going to be a higher DC, but...
See? Well...
Oh, see? There you go.
I'll join in that if that's alright, God, with my own...
If you would, in the perception check, or just to stick your hands in the water?
Well, sticking hands in water, I did say that he was doing that. And if, like, the hand grabby thing happens to him as well, then he'd also...
Yeah, the hand grabby thing does happen to you too.
Alright, then percepting. Okay. It's not horrible.
No, it's
not as good, but
you're not it's enough for you to know that it is a thing. There's something actively in the water, but you can't fully see it. Berlioz, however, this is a weird ass lake. Berlioz, though, you are able to, you notice there's a glimmer, a slight change in the water discrepancy to tell that whatever is holding your hands, and even now Chara's, it seems connected and is one entity. It's very, very hard to tell because it just looks like the water itself in the lake.
Could I make a perception check?
Touch the water.
Are you going? No. Are you just looking?
Get in the water.
Fuck it. I mean, if everyone else is touching the water, he hasn't been told not to, so fuck it. My one good hand into the lake. Let's see what happens.
Where's water touch?
Are you standing? You're standing with the rest of them, so yes, your one hand would be grabbed as well.
Firm handshake.
Seamus heard the whispering in the water, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Berlioz is
and he did
taking
mention
his
that
hat off.
out loud to like everyone.
Berlioz is taking his hat off. Berlioz will go in the lake.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Wow,
this is going in too. Fuck it.
I want somebody to just walk by and all these idiots and just have their arms in the water for no reason.
Can I make a perception check though? Now that I'm apparently
the hat is sitting right here.
Firmly handshake.
You can, yeah.
If it's any consolation, it's sitting on top of Seamus's shirt because he took that off so it didn't get wet.
And the hat eats it.
Apparently nothing hides in your car today.
Yeah, you also can tell that whatever is down there is very much real. This is not in your head in any way, shape, or form. And yes, you see the separate glimmers of whatever this entity is and the water around it, to tell that this is some kind of singular object that is holding holding all of your hands. Any of you who had moved or took your hands out of the water or is now in the water, it would, like, the second you would have moved, it would have let go.
I'm only going in the water because I know the language that's being whispered down there. Why is everyone following you?
I don't know.
Because I now know too, and I want to, and I magical girl transformation. I don't get to do that often. I'm lying. I get to do that like any day I want. It's wonderful.
Okay,
I'll be honest.
You did that yesterday.
I'm just hoping I can hear the language and have you translate, and then maybe I'll learn a little bit more.
Yes. I know the language, and I'm functionally immortal for the next 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
So actually, I do have a
Chocolate
question.
grass.
Has anything else happened while I've just been? Because I haven't really moved out of the water. I've kind of just been standing in the water since.
No, once the vision would have went away, nothing else would have happened. Or that you would have seen anyways, or experienced.
It grabs your ankles and you go under.
I'm waiting.
You're
for it.
now being dragged across the lake by the floor of it.
No.
No.
Just getting eaten.
Those of you who are in the water and which one of you are going actively under the water? All of you, one of you?
The language.
Yeah, Chara as well.
Okay. So you go, all of three of you go underneath the water there, heads under, and you all are able to hear the whispering. Those of you who are able to understand ancient Sylvan, through any means, you are able to tell that this is it's kind of like on loop. It is a protection / guardian spell that has been placed. It kind of whispers over and over again, kind of as like a protection. And Berlioz, when you're down there listening, holding your breath, you open your eyes to look around, and what you see is a slithery-like thing, still relatively invisible to you, but what you can't fully see it manifested, but what you see is the eyeballs staring at you for a moment, and then they're gone.
That's not okay. Good luck with that.
Hey, I'm getting out of the lake now.
Did they whisper
Bro,
something
just gotta-
creepy? What are they whispering?
I
Oh no, it's not the whispering that was the problem.
What was it then? What
Was it
I didn't-
aggressive
we didn't
hand
see
holding?
Dude, it was.
did the
it was
water
an
touch you inappropriately? Do you
eye.
point on the doll where the water touched you?
Hold on. I heard something there. It was a what now? Berlioz?
There was an eye. There was definitely an eye.
Oh, that's
And, yeah,
weird.
you know,
Okay. But how did this see?
Seamus is definitely looking around for
Yeah.
an eyeball now.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
There's
Maybe get out of the water, down there. I don't.
Yeah. Probably some kind of creature in the lake.
I mean, if it's trying to.
It wasn't like a normal
trying to-
human eyeball, by the way. I do want to clarify.
No,
it would have just.
no, yeah. All you get from Berlioz is an eyeball. But it's definitely not a human. Yeah, no, it's.
You definitely
that
knew
one.
that something had its peepers on you, okay?
It was definitely watching, and I don't want to be in the water.
As you all scurry to get out of the water, where are you guys leaving now, or like trying to get away from here, or
Nope.
find a way out, or
Gone.
just?
I honestly don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do, dog?
I'm gonna press the dictation, and I'm gonna just start walking. Goodbye, guys. You guys can stay there. I'm looking for something. That's not whatever's in that fucking lake.
I wanted to say hi to it. It was whispering in my ears the whole time.
No,
All
I
right,
don't think
fine.
it was that thing that was whispering.
Berlioz just storming off into the forest. Goodbye.
Which way did my twink go? Hold on. I need to wipe the water out of my eyes.
Prestidigitation.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks.
Grabs the shirt and starts running. Oh wait, the hat ate the shirt. No.
Oh god, it's like
My shirt.
sucked it up
My
in
shirt.
there.
You
My
said
shirt.
the whole thing. It was actually a mimic this whole time.
My
Yeah.
shirt.
My shirt.
You've heard of the bag man. Now get ready for the hat man.
Oh god.
Is it named the Hatter?
Oh,
Is he mad? Crazy.
yeah.
Is he unstable? Does he like tea?
Falls into the hat.
What?
Effortlessly pulls out the shirt.
It was all like perfectly hung up inside the closet of the hat.
Yeah.
It's nice and folded, pressed
It's
iron.
been
No.
ironed.
Pressed iron.
How did?
It's been washed.
Hold on. Has your hat
Heavy
done that this
dog.
entire time?
Is there just like a residual air freshener in there going off, or like
Wait a
how?
minute.
Why does
Hold
it
on.
smell
No,
so
no, no, no.
clean?
How does your hat do
What?
that?
I don't know.
Is it like connected to the butler person?
Oh no,
The butler
I don't
person is crazy.
think Bertram knows about the hat. Maybe he does.
Bertram knows all. I mean, what?
Are you sure it's not just Bertram somehow in the hat?
No, it's definitely not.
Imagine though. Pocket. Pocket Bertram. Bala from
And,
behind.
like-
What the fuck are you guys doing? Where are you guys going?
Somewhere.
I don't know.
Anywhere.
All they
What
Is
about the
looking for
fucking?
something and I'm
What about
following.
everybody else?
They're their own people. They can do whatever they want.
I think Bala would have told the rest of the group that we should probably all stay together. I don't trust them by themselves, so I'm gonna go up there with them.
How
And
dare?
I suppose
We're
follow.
perfectly reasonable and responsible individuals.
Doodoo,
Weren't you dealing with a hangover yesterday?
doodoo.
Damn. Vala's still roasting in spirits.
I mean, possibly. Although, pot meat kettle, I highly doubt you've not dealt with one before.
Are there
How many bottles of wine did you steal and drink recently?
I definitely remember out drinking you the other night. And I went back at it again last night. I still feel great.
It doesn't make it a good choice just because you feel okay the next day. The fuck do you mean?
That's so true, above game. Like, brother, what do you mean?
Are there
Just
any
because
kind
you
of
drank
like
your liver away and it doesn't put up a fight anymore doesn't make it okay.
My liver still works. Yeah, not well.
are there
Berlioz,
like
what are
any
you
kind
asking?
of tracks or any kind of
As
sign
you
of-
guys are rounding the lake here, actually, about where you're standing is where you would start to notice, yes, there does look like foot traffic that was here recently.
Oh
Life's longer
shit!
than mine. This is exhausting.
Message spell over to the other two. Get the fuck over here, dog. There's something.
Alright. Jacar will start making his way over. He's not in any rush, though. I'm just gonna quickly move him.
Jacar, as you're
Humanoid?
passing
Oh
around
my God.
the lake, you would have noticed a little friend peek its head out in the form of a
Oh.
water weird above game.
Oh fuck.
Oh, water weird friend.
It would have just looked at you guys as you were passing by, and then gone back under the water.
Jacar would have waved at it.
I mean, it was what was holding your hand, so.
As far as Jacar was concerned, he left a good first impression with a firm handshake.
Yeah, you got you.
That's about
He's a solid
all
guy.
he could do.
I've heard bad
Fuck
things
that
about water
motherfucker
weirds, but
again.
my interaction with it was pretty decent.
Never had a bad experience with a water weird. Granted, I've only had one experience with a water weird, but it went pretty well.
Well, it went pretty okay.
Is the foot traffic humanoid? Like that?
Bipedal? Yes. Humanoid?
Oh.
Kind of?
Who's
Are
the
we
nature
dealing
guy
with
in the
Thank
group?
you, Echo, for putting that in the chat.
Yeah.
It was
God
necessary.
damn it. God damn it.
It was necessary.
Yeah.
Alright, officially a dad character. You've made the dad joke.
You've done it. You've earned your dad status.
Made it.
Never mind the part where you made a kid, but the dad.
Okay,
Yeah.
Went out for the pack of
having a
smokes, too.
kid made someone a dad. That'd be a terrible prerequisite, honestly.
God, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Okay, making dad jokes is also a very bad prerequisite as well.
It really is too.
Yeah. Anyone can make dad jokes or children. Doesn't mean that they should.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just gonna follow the tracks.
Whoa!
Do you want to at least make a nature or survival check just to see if you can tell what kind of tracks and or what direction? Because these are not.
Yeah. Can I do survival?
Easiest. Sure.
God.
Cool.
He is a man of the wild.
Oh, I have a high survival. Hold on.
You do?
I'll give advantage to you, so I'm behind you trying to help.
We both got 20.
Maybe I can get higher. No, I cannot.
No.
I was hoping it was
It's
a
a
1 so
20.
you could re-roll, but... Look at the double 20s!
Hell yeah. You both know things. Congrats. Woohoo.
So yes, after inspecting the tracks here, it seems to be there are some kind of feet, some kind of oblong, ovally shaped feet, little peats in the form of like three-toed peats and more rodent-like peats from the other tracks. Nothing. There are even like some hoof-like feats that just don't make sense.
So someone was taking their farm animals out for a walk.
Yeah, like what the fuck is all this? Like why? What am I looking at? But they do all seem to be going. Because you guys are investigating here. It does look like the footsteps are all going this way, to the west.
Following.
Well, I guess we're going this way now.
Sure.
I was hoping to have
Also, on your guys' checks, you would notice that these are relatively fresh, like maybe a day old.
So we're just following random tracks we find at the edge of a lake?
Yeah, right?
That's more of a clue than what we have otherwise. What do you have an idea for? But that was not right. Hold on. That was my brain messing up. Whoa, yeah, I know.
That was mean.
Sorry.
Let
me rephrase that.
I just took 10d10 psychic damage. I didn't know you could cast a vicious mockery now. Oh my!
Actually, technically, I can.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're a bard. I was like, what? I thought Carl was about to be like, no, wait a second. That's my thing. What are you doing?
I mean, the lake shook our hands and it talked to y'all.
I suppose.
No, I don't think. I think whatever the whispering is something completely different from the eyeball. Is what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, the eyeball shook your hand.
Ooh, that's a hideous thought.
I don't like that.
I don't
never
like
mind.
that.
I don't want
No.
I don't like that.
Eyeballs shaking hands. Goodbye.
I don't like that. Goodbye.
It is maybe not a good idea to follow random animal tracks in the forest, but sure.
These were definitely left by a person. What kind of person? But these are not animal tracks.
Oh, still random tracks in the forest.
Jakar
I
would point out that
sitting in the
clearly the spacing between these are not animal quadrupedal steps.
I'm just sort of generally thrown because, like, 30 seconds ago, we were in a house searching for clues of where my partner may have been, and now we're in a forest. So, like, I'm sure you can excuse a bit of fucking confusion.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that's how magic works, bud.
I know that Berlioz is becoming a fucking crazy person just purely because they're outside of nature, and this is too much.
I mean, you know what my tactic is? I just stopped thinking about it, like, 30 minutes ago.
Yes, well, it's not your child that has been taken, so...
Well, the
Yeah.
sooner we find civilization, the sooner we can get back to finding your fucking kid. That's what I'm trying to do.
Then maybe you
Unless
should
you have a
explain that. They're
teleportation.
randomly wandering off angrily. I don't...
Damn, where's Bro?
Let us find civilization, man. Fuck this.
Bro in his
That was
random bouts
interesting.
of teleportation circle.
Yeah.
I was like, unless you know how to teleport, which I don't.
I sure as hell fucking don't. And
Are you guys still following the tracks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aurelius has been walking and talking.
Please,
Yeah,
somebody
as
go to the
you
left. I
guys...
want to see people with me in the void.
I don't see you in the void with me.
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
you
the
don't
void
see...
is-
Well,
Oh.
you have to have dark vision to see in the void.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ah, I don't have dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that how that works? That's actually so cool.
And if you have dark vision, it will be black and white, because that's how dark vision.
That's
Which,
dark.
by the way, is a fucking cool detail. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, we follow the track.
Anyways, you follow the tracks, and where they led you to is,
Grandmother's house.
Who?
Eldritch
Grandma's
Granny
house.
finally
Eldritch
returns.
Granny returns.
Oh no!
No, you didn't
Oh
go that
well,
far.
who doesn't get?
No, what you find is all the tracks seem to stop and kind of tromp around in one area, up against a large hedge looking thing. It's very unnatural for the scenery that you're in, but it very clearly looks like it's so tall though that you can't see over it, so it's not like you could tell what is on the other side. But it stretches pretty far left and right. The Pete's
Let's
do
do it.
go, I believe, both directions.
They went to the south, I believe.
I thought there was like somebody who just decided they wanted to go the wrong way, but yeah.
That sounds like
maybe
a
tiptoe.
tiptoe thing to do.
Yeah. Anyways, most of the tracks go south all along the wall.
Following the tracks.
You're just
At
gonna
least
keep
Aurelius
following.
is. Yeah, he is.
All right.
Keep following. Keep following.
Following the tracks, they bring you around town far enough that you come across a cute little path and a break in the wall there, where you can see an abundance of students, children, in little cute
It's a
little
cult.
uniforms, and they are
Oh.
carrying books and chatting amongst themselves, and they are coming and going from the wall. Are you ready?
What a wonderful time to be around a fuck ton of children. This is... Oh, should I not I'm not good around children.
Theoretically, yours could
What
be
a
hidden.
fucking great time! Ah, shit! Ah, fuck! Ah, god damn it!
Yeah.
No, they are not that
Children.
young. They look that young, yes. Realistically, no, you would know that they're not that young because these are the forms of a majority of them look some kind of elven. Not all of them. Majority of them look relatively humanoided in some form or fashion. Whether that be dwarves, elves, just straight humans or human variants. Not a lot of anything super crazy outside that range of species, races, but they're I mean, you're gonna see like a tiefling or something like in there that doesn't make sense, but it's there. It's the demographic for the school. Okay.
Knowledge
Sorry.
is good for everyone, all races included.
That's what universities say when they accept you on a scholarship for being a different race.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, real world. That's just a fact. I can say that as a person of color. who has been offered a scholarship for being a person of color. Yeah, so you guys show up here at the break in the hedge, and you appear in what looks like, well, you can't really tell what it looks like, honestly. I mean, you would assume by the children in uniforms that this is some kind of schooling, but nothing really sticks out to you in terms of like exactly what it is. A lot of the kids, as you guys approach the front here, as they're passing by, would kind of like, you know, be chatty with their friend, like whisper to them and kind of like eye you guys and chuckle a little bit, you know, giggle. As you guys walk by, they're gossiping a little bit. No one's gonna point and laugh, but you can tell they're looking. All right.
Those kids are elves, aren't they?
Definitely Tiptoe's feet. The little frogs, frog peats.
Oh, we're doing. Oh no, never mind.
So you guys enter in, and what was your "what about me, God" thing about?
If I would know what this kind of looks like.
Yeah, you would have picked up right away on what it is just by seeing before you even came all the way down to the break in the hedge wall. You would have seen the kids coming in and out and been in the uniforms and been like triggered.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
Or got triggered by school children.
It's not the school children.
It was the school experiences.
It's the school experiences.
So, you guys enter in, and there are it's not crowded, but there does seem to be an ample amount of students walking around the courtyard here. Some are sitting on benches near the fountain. Some have books in their noses up very deep in books. Others are just chatting with friends or hanging out or you know, whatever. Typical school campus activities. There are, you would see like two professors walking from this building here, headed this way. So it's relatively enough people here that surely someone would notice you guys, but not enough for you guys to be really a concern for anyone. If anything, a professor may come out of this building here, and she would make her way down this way, and upon seeing you guys would ask, you know, like, are you all visiting?
Visiting is a loose.
Yes. We just kind of appeared in the forest. Where are we?
When you say, I'm sorry, did you say appeared in the forest?
Yes.
I think
there was a step before that. There was a teleportation circle that activated and transported us to the forest.
Oh.
Yeah.
A circle, not a statue, waystone.
No.
A circle.
Oh, okay.
Teleportation
Just
circle.
getting weirder by the minute I'm here. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I am Professor Serafina Moonshadow, and I am a professor here at the Arcane Academy of Relics and Artifacts.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. I don't know what that means or how you managed to get through our barrier, but it's not, weirdly enough, the craziest thing we've experienced so far. And hopefully it is the last, though. She is like visibly uncomfortable, by the way, at all of this happening and this news. She is, you'll kind of see, she's gonna do like a fast-paced walk this way and head up these stairs into this building. She will excuse herself from you guys before departing, but she clearly looked like she is on a mission.
Well done.
So this is like school.
It's a wizard school.
From what I can tell, yes. It's not too different from college I attended for like a day, but it's
I don't exactly.
certainly something.
This is arguably the first experience I've ever had with anything academic to begin with.
That's fair. I don't particularly suggest it. It wasn't. What's the word? Good.
Speak for yourself.
It begins, sir.
I probably was. But
You sound like you have some level of experience with it. Probably else.
I went to. Oh, earlier.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, you're fine. You can ask Chara first. I'm gonna wait for the
No, you ask
lady
first.
to come back.
Answer. No, Berlioz, get the fuck back here. You answer. You ask
Yeah.
the question.
You're deflecting again.
Oh, I obviously have some knowledge of it. Wizard, hello. Kind of shit you learn. You don't exactly pick it up like I do with my cleric shit and then the music
Okay.
stuff.
I thought you
Whatever.
guys were spending a night with a wizard.
I'm gonna wait over here.
Wow, yo.
You know, I forgot to ask about that one form. That can wait. I feel like Drakkar probably does say this still within earshot of.
Yeah.
Okay, so depending on wherever the hell you guys are relative to the building, the last thing I will leave you with before we end session here tonight is you would see the headmaster
Over here.
come out of the building, very like up in arms, like what the fuck, looking at all of you, very
We don't
mouth agape.
and we don't either. Jesus. Like, relax.
Throwing my phone.
Don't even hear any phone shit going on.
At first, it's like initial shock, but the second is like frustration.
Well, fucking good for you, my guy.
That one I'm used to.
Drakkar just like waves a little bit because he isn't sure what to do here.
We don't know why we're here either. Like, Jesus.
Exactly.
Great. Hi. We really don't mean to be any kind of intrusion.
Simply not want to know where the fuck we are.
Yeah, knowing where we are and what's going to be the best, maybe fastest way back to Sembia?
I don't sound like they're both right.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like, How did you get here?
Circle.
Teleportation, magic circle, forest.
Where
Magic
was the circle?
In a building in Sembia. In a basement.
Not in the elemental plane of fire.
No. This is a weird question. Does that happen often?
No, but if I had a nickel for every time somebody has magically shown a group of people have magically showed up in my school unannounced, I'd have 2 nickels. And that's not a lot, but it's concerning that it's happened twice.
What's a nickel?
That was my question.
If I had a piece of electrum.
Nickel is a type of metal, I do believe.
Yeah, I think it's still an existent metal.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just feel like the actual
But
thing wouldn't
nickels
be-
aren't made out of nickel, are they?
Sorry that I'm not caught up on my metallurgy.
Well, you could still use nickels as the form of a component for a spell, so she could very much still have 2 pieces of nickel. Anyways.
Yeah, her bewilderment
Yes.
trying to sort out where it is that you all are going to end up will be picked up next week.
I'd like to know, Seamus is looking around like in awe. He's like, "Oh, place to learn magic."
In your like haste to look around at everything, because I love that for you, you would see like little flyers and stuff about Familiar Day being dated for tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Seamus looks.
He's even more floored. He's like bouncing off the walls. Magic
He's
and
doing that little thing like
familiars.
a small dog when they vibrate in place. You know?
Yeah.
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 Bros
real.
is jazzed. I love that for you.
I'm thinking about the fact that Chara already doesn't like it here because magic is one of 2 things that he still doesn't grasp. The other being tax, but
fucking
yeah,
taxes.
How does it taxes?
No one's explained taxes to him yet.
I don't think Bro is even a legal citizen of fucking this continent, so I don't think it matters to him anyway.
No, he's not.
So yeah, this is our entryway into next week. I am going to let you guys know now that currently there's this is not my map, obviously. That's why it is dated with somebody else's name, and I leave that there so people can go give that guy credit. But the inside of all these buildings will have maps next week, and those will be mine. So I guess I'll just, when we're done, I'll post them on Incarnate if somebody wants them to put them with this map that this super cool other person made. That way, all of these will have instances in some form or fashion, whether I figure out how to get you guys in and out of places, or there's just separate scenes. I don't really know yet. I haven't decided. It depends on how fast my brain can learn new things. Yes, you guys and the other group are technically here together now at the same time. But you guys still are technically on your own missions. This is not a full derailment from either of your guys's main quests. There is a reason for both of you guys to be here. And a little bit of a hint of that was in the name of this university, this academy. So,
yeah, fucking whatever one. Yeah, fucking the Arcane Academy of Relics and Artifacts, correct?
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Wonderful.
That one I didn't even have to write it down. Yeah, I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, and it was Seraphine Moonshadow.
Yes, I did put her in the lore chat for you, Seraphina Moonshadow, and yes, this is the Arcane Academy of Relics and Artifacts.
I'm a good note taker. What can I say, dog?
That was pretty good. I said it really fast, and I mean that's just also how Seraphina talks. But yeah. I was not going to be surprised if anybody missed it, of course. But yeah, it was damn good.
I was already opening my fucking note to take down Seraphina's name, and then you said the name of the place. It's like, oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
It's such a such an underlying feeling of anger with me because I'm just thinking I could have had your Dracarm today. God damn it!
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have had it today anyway. You'd have had it like, because it's still like a day and a half-ish of work for
Yeah.
a man. Yeah. I also want to think of a better name than just Dracarm. As funny as it is.
Well, there's still time to think about it. Well, especially now that we're not home to grab it. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot still to be as planned again for you guys here. There's still obviously going to be plenty of room for interaction next week amongst the other group. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I told them this as well. If you guys are going to be participating in the same instance as them, or if I'm going to have them go do something completely different. Because this instance was originally designed for you guys. However, because of where they were, it just kind of happened that they got blipped here as well. So we'll see. I don't want it to be too chaotic in a way that like we all can't like understand each other and hear each other talk and but I don't want it to be as boring as like, oh well, why are if we're doing completely separate things, what's the point of all of us being here? So it's gonna be, I don't want to say it's gonna be big, but it's gonna be like almost one-shot level big. Meaning there's gonna be there will be some sort of resolution at the end of it, for both of you guys, and you guys will be able to depending on where you guys are narrative-wise, will determine whether or not you need to stay here after or not. You shouldn't have to. Both groups should be able to go back to their respective parts of the campaign after.
All right. Well, I know Seamus is going to enjoy this at least. Although he might not enjoy the fact that he's probably going to get mistaken as one of the children every now and then. But oh well.
I was like, you're excited about getting 2 stabbed on sight? 3 maybe, actually? Hold on.
Tries to
Depends on
adopt his
how,
other character as a familiar.
Oh, yeah,
Get
no.
stabbed.
There's a reason he keeps his symbol covered.
Or get stabbed. It's 50-50.
Alright, so 1 stab as of right now, and then if your symbol comes out, maybe 2 extras.
Yeah, Tiptoe's definitely going to stab.
Oh, for sure.
I don't feel like I'm going to be a victim in the next session.
Yes.
You might be.
I don't know how people are gonna interact/react to Dracar.
I feel like Tiptoe's gonna want to sit on your head like a hat.
Yep.
I see.
No one touched the bird. That's all I have to say.
No, touch the bird. I want to see the fucking fireworks.
If Tiptoe sits on your head, by the way, you have to roll a Constitution check.
Of course.
Why is Tiptoe a poisonous frog?
They're
Yes.
grung. Yeah, they're a grung. If I remember correctly, it's a grung or just poisonous on contact.
Mhm.
Damn.
And they have the ability to poison any projectile.
Yeah.
Minus the very lethal poisons they have.
Yeah. I'm honestly
Wait, that Walker now. Grung monk.
a grung.
Theoretically, if they're
Kinda
punching
close.
something with bare hands.
Yeah.
And monks at point. I love
I
monks.
mean, honestly,
frog.
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, at that point, you may as well just call that build a gunk because you're poisoning your
Okay.
opponents.
If we're going by
Yeah.
Pokemon, it's a Krogunk. It already exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit a motherfucker with the Toxicroak. This shit ridiculous.
Alright. Well, thank you for the session.
Thank you for the session.
Yeah, it was fun.
Also, above board, can I mention something that's fucking funny, but I'm not going to use it at all?
Yeah.
Sure.
I might have a scroll of teleportation.
You fucking.
I was wondering about that.
What?
And what's fucking funny is it was mentioned, unless you know teleportation or have a scroll, and my head went ding, and I looked at my list, I was like, I do.
Where the fuck did you get that? Jesus.
In other words,
Don't worry about it.
In other words, Seamus has the full power to bring us home, and just isn't.
Well, he saw
That-
the
that
flyer for
requires-
the familiar name now.
First
Yeah.
and foremost, Seamus remembering he has it.
That's
Because it was
true.
kind of gathered during a hectic moment.
Yeah.
And two, it also requires Seamus deciding whether it's worth it or not, on top of Seamus deciding when he wants to go, if he wants to go that bad.
Yeah. In other words, we're completely at Seamus's whim, assuming he remembers.
We're with a group of mages. I'm sure one of them knows teleporting and send us away eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually.
We were so close to Drakarn today. When I say
It's okay,
today,
but-
this session.
Yeah.
Supper.
Well,
And
you'll get it soon.
Does everyone want to say goodnight to stream?
goodbye,
Goodbye,
stream.
goodbye,
Stream.
goodbye, goodbye.